Welcome to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT. You can refer to me as Miss T. That's right, y'all saw the thumbnail. Deontay Wilder sporting a new terrific physique and a new astonishing trainer. Well, hey, it's his to choose, right? We're going to talk about that and some other things. But first, y'all know the drill. Let's turn to. Welcome back to Boxing Fans Talk TV. I'm your host, TDT, and you can refer to me as Miss T. You know, at the top of my hour, we always do a water check, water check, water check. Here at Boxing Fans Talk TV, we advocate for everyone to drink at least 100 ounces of water. In fact, if you're an adult or you're grown, 18 and up, they say don't speak towards children, but I would even say 16 and up. You can drink at least a gallon of water a day. A gallon being 128 ounces. It's hot out there, y'all. We got to drink our water. We can't be doing no dehydration experiments, because we don't want to drink water and water is boring. It's the summer, so make sure we stay hydrated and drink our water. But 2 times during the day, you must drink water if you're not a big water drinker. And that is first thing in the morning before your toes hit the ground. Before you get into your morning routine, you must take a swig of that 8 ounce glass of water that you leave by the nightstand. So, for yourself when you get up. I always recommend that people get them a little mini fridge and put it in their room. It ain't gonna wreck your electric bill if that's what you're worried about, but it'll keep your water nice and cold if you like cold water instead of walking downstairs or to your kitchen. Because once you get there, some of us will be like, well, now that I'm here, let me go ahead on and whip up a few things. So to stop all that, keep your thing by your nightstand or keep your little mini fridge in there. But think of your body as an engine and the water is the lube. It's a lot of moving parts going on. It's gonna help move things along. That first bathroom break, first thing in the morning is crucial. And the second time you need to drink water is at night, not laying in the bed just watching TV or doing something else. Just right before you're gonna lay it down for the night in your deep sleep. You want to drink some water because water gonna move some stuff around, help things stay flowing, nice and smooth. A lot of reads going on in your deep sleep, revamping, recharging, rebooting. That's what it's doing to your body, which is your system. It's doing all those things. It's cleaning out toxins. And at night, when you're in a deep sleep, the average person burns between 900 to 1,000 calories at night, and you want that to continue, okay? But water is a life sustainer, and we must stay hydrated. So that's my water check for the day. All you guys, be sure to drink up. Stay on top of your water intake. Now let's do a little housekeeping. Hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you've already subscribed, you don't have to subscribe anymore. You already locked in. So hit the like and share button. If you're watching me on replay, be sure to leave a comment. I read all you guys' comments and I'll get back to you at my earliest convenience. Now, some comments be in another language. I'm telling you guys now, I can't really get with that. Not that I'm, don't want to. It's too time consuming. I don't know who these people are and what language they write me in, but I don't even take the time to translate them. You know what I'm saying? But I speak English. I write English, so be sure to leave a comment in English. Not that I'm ignoring you guys, but you guys take the extra, minute of the day and put it in English. Use a translator. Google, I think, has one. But do leave a comment. I'm an open-minded person, but I am TT after all. I'm gonna be me. So please hit the like, share, and subscribe. In other words, lean on that leasy when you step into my heezy. Or basic, hit the damn like button when you step into my square circle. But now that we got the housekeeping out the way, let's go back to the thumbnail. Deontay Wilder sporting a terrific physique and a new astonishing trainer in Michael Hunter. Now, this will make his third trainer or main trainer. We know after the second fight with Fury, that he fired longtime trainer Mark Breland. Mark Breland, as a boxer in his day, he was the shit. He did his thing. Definitely a talent. But it might have been some things missed. It could be their rapport with each other. Mark Breland, some of the critiques that they were saying was, as good of a boxer as Mark Breland is, how come Deontay don't know how to box? I think people were in their feelings when they was critiquing Deontay. Myself, I think that's what it was. Because everybody's quick to say it's a business team. Get out your feelings. And this wilder country over here. But I think people was in their feelings when they was offering up critiques. Because one of the most critical critique that Deontay faces that he can't box. And the people who like Deontay, like myself or others, will come back and say, but he made the Olympics and he medaled in the Olympics. You can't do either one of those things if you can't box. Like, you can't make the American Olympic team if you can't box. There's so many people you got to beat out. And also in the Olympics, there's so many people you got to beat out to get that bronze medal. Any medal, for that matter. And Deontay did that. Now, Deontay admits to starting his boxing career late and all that. But I said, you know what? Let's see who else falls into his category. Because that was a sticking point about Deontay, the fact that he can't box. And I think he can box. I think he fell in love with his power just like a lot of other people did. And so that helped him until it didn't. So look at this list of boxers of people you may know, and they may be your favorite fighter. Sergio Martinez, y'all remember him? He was in his 20s when he started boxing. Ray Mercer was 25 when he started boxing. Let's go with everybody's favorite right now, AJ. AJ started at 18. Antonio Tarver, 23 years old. B-Hop, 18 when he went to prison. Rocky Marciano, 23 years old. That's the dude that held the coveted title or record that Mayweather recently broke. Old Rocky Marciano started at 23 years old. And no wonder he fought for the short amount of time that he fought. But he accomplished a lot in that short amount of time. And he won all his bouts, having not been a boxer in a traditional way. So Charles Martin, 22 years old. Nate Campbell, 26-year-old. That's just to name a few. So if that is a bad thing or negative thing for Deontay to have started late and he can't box and this, that, and the other, he in good company. He is in good company. The list of the people I just read off, I stopped looking after those names, but I'm sure there's more. We could think of Earl Spence fighter Frank Warren, started boxing as an adult. Who else? Gerald Washington. He's not that. I don't know if some of y'all might not know him. He's a heavyweight. He started as an adult. I remember when he first burst on the scene, he was coming out of football. I forgot what the reason was, but he was coming out of football and he, decided to be a boxer. And I'm sure he made a decent living for himself. You know what I'm saying? He made a decent living for himself becoming a boxer. But Deontay has switched trainers yet again. And this is according to Craig Daly. This is not Miss T words. I'm telling y'all what I read. From what they say, he's smaller and he's thinner. He's slender. Which I think he should have stayed the same way all along. I do have this notion of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But at the same time, you do got to try something new every now and then. PGH Big Dog is in the building. He says, salute Queen T. Salute to you too, King. So it's not surprising that Deontay would switch trainers. I mean, it is common to do in boxing. Even when a lot of the guys take a loss, they'll switch trainer. But, shout outs to those who take a loss and stay with their same trainer. That's, I think, more proverbial way to do it because, you're not guaranteed to win every time. You're going to take some L's. I know that's not the way you train a boxer to think, but it's reality. You might take some L's. So the answer is not always to fire your crew. But I will say this is a notion I live with too. If you're the boss, you have a right to fire them. Deontay don't work for the government. This ain't no state job. This is a private industry type job because he's his business. He is the business. So whoever works for him, they at the purview of him. If you do well, you'll stay. If not, you gotta go. But that's all his choice. A lot of people looked at it in racial terms a little bit because they was like, well, you ain't fired Dees, Rick, whatever his name was, Rick Dees or whoever the dude is that worked with him, the white guy. But I think Deontay reassigned him in some other capacity in their training camp or whatever. But in the end of the day, he did what he was allowed to do and had the total right to do. Now, I'm gonna say this. When we get into it, I'm gonna have to make my comments on Malik Scott. PGA said, unless it's Derek James, I don't like the move. What you mean, PGH? You don't like him firing nobody? But I'm still bomb squad all day. You don't like that he fired Malik Scott? Or it might not have been like a fire. I don't even like to use that word with them because they got along. So, I mean, he just switched trainers. He said, unless it's Derek James. Oh, unless he's switching to Derek James, you saying. Now, Derek James ain't all that, PGH. He's a good trainer, but come on now. He ain't the end all, the be all. You know who I think is an excellent trainer and can really prepare you on all sides of the coin when it comes to boxing? Floyd Sr. I think Floyd Sr., Roger Mayweather, who else? Maybe when Emmanuel Stewart was living. You know, some people are just great. You know, Derek James, um, he good for who he good for. I mean, and he's doing good now. I don't know if his style and how he teaches is going to elevate everybody. I can't say that yet because it's really only two fighters that's shining. But like I mentioned, Frank Warren, he's an active fighter who came into the game late. And you will hear nobody ever complaining about his boxing skill. But yet, it goes without saying, anybody who's been boxing since they was under 10 years old has a little bit more advancement in their skills or just their whole approach to boxing, period. A lot more experience, a lot more time to hone in their skills. So, you know, that would be an advantage that someone could have over someone like Frank Warren. It don't mean that those advantages lead automatically to victories. You could win or lose. If you step in that ring, everybody got a chance. You know what I'm saying? You said, Queen, watch your mouth. D. James is the best in the business. Watch your mouth without a doubt. Nah, I don't see it that way. He's good. He's cool. I don't got no problem with him, but I don't see that he's the best in the business. I can think of others who I think was much better. They're just, you know, I feel like, let me see how I say it. I feel like Derek James has an approach, a style, and you know it from fighter to fighter. You know kind of basically how he's teaching. When I say a great fighter, I'm always about the well-rounded, complete fighter or well-rounded, complete trainer. And I don't put that jacket on Derek James. No harm and disrespect. Centos baby, what's poppin'? Salute my sister Miss T. What's poppin', Centos? How you doing, King? But now Deontay might piss people off. But I think, don't y'all think that people be in their feelings if they mad at the fact that he's switching trainers or something like that? I be thinking so. Because the one breath they'll be like, you hear me and Jerry go back and forth on here or others, and they'll say, T, it's business, T. It's business. And we have to just get out our feelings or whatever. It's not emotional. But if you upset because he switched trainers, isn't that emotional? Quentin Bradley is in the building. What's poppin', King? Say, hey, Miss T. Y'all know what I mean? Am I reaching? Because I'm like, how are you upset if Deontay switched trainers or fire a trainer? Or I don't get upset about that. That's his choice to make. I mean, after all, he's the boss, right? Cento said, I'm striving to have a positive life. Okay, I feel you, Centos. That's all we can do, brother. PGA said, we know it ain't Big Mac. I forgot he trained Spence. So that's your issue. It is not. God. PGH. I'ma dislike this man because he the trainer of Earl. I just don't think he the best trainer. You notice I ain't say Bomac did it. And that's Crawford. And you know Crawford, my guy. You notice I ain't say that, did it? I'm Team Wilder over here. You notice I ain't never big up none of his trainers. Come on, I can be objective, PGH. You funny. You real funny. Quentin Bradley said, who switched trainers? Deontay Wilder switched trainers. He's now working with somebody named Michael Hunter. I'm not that familiar with Michael Hunter. Some of you may be. I'm not familiar with him, but that was on the news today. And according to Craig Daly, that's the guy who put it out there. Um, and like I said, from what they say, Deontay is smaller again and slender. I put it in my thumbnail. Y'all seen this picture? I took a picture from when he fought Fury the last time. You know how swollen big that nigga was? And now look at him now. Back to the old small Deontay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, that's how you gotta keep it moving. I even said during the fight, my assessment after the third fight is that it would appear to me that he had too much weight on him. When I saw him bench pressing all that weight, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? You said, wait, is that Michael Hunter's dad? I don't know. I don't know how. I'm not familiar with Michael Hunter. If his dad's supposed to be an older guy, then that's not an older guy. You know, I don't know. I looked up the picture when I read the article, and that's the picture I found. I hope it's the right picture. And then under the picture, it actually said Deontay Wilder and Michael Hunter. So I'm not familiar with Michael Hunter. So I had to go to search for his picture, and that's what I came up with. So, but PGH, who is Michael Hunter? Because I'm not familiar with him or his work. But getting back to the story. See, my problem with Malik Scott, it was a couple of things. But because they was coming up on that fight, I chose to remain silent. Because I didn't want to put nothing out there and put bad juju on them, you know, leading up to the fight. But I never thought Malik Scott and Deontay was a good fit. Now, I said nice things about him, you know, the old adage, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. You know, that type thing. But I don't think I had nothing cruel to say. He seems like a nice guy. He seems like a fun guy to be around. I just didn't see him as a good fit for Deontay, you know. And I will believe this until I draw my last breath. When you put two bulls in a pen and both of them have a heightened type of a way about themselves, you asking for trouble. Am I lying? Am I lying? Malik Scott had a heightened view of himself. Like he was definitely a communicator. I like communicators, but god damn, he was definitely a dude. He I apologize for saying this, but it's in my head. I gotta be truthful. The way he be talking and stuff, he make me think he could have had a second job as a pimp or something because of the way he just would talk. You know what I'm saying? You know, he talked, and every time I heard him talk, I thought of somebody trying to be a pimp. You know, like he just like he put me in the mind of somebody like Umar Johnson. You know, just the way he talked. You know how he's telling all these facts and he just boom 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 boom. And I was like, oh man. Like there are times when I was listening to him and I was like, shut up. But because we want to hear from the champ, not you. PGH Big Dog said, why wild to keep GR. I don't know what GR is. Detroit BC is in the house. Was popping king. He says Centos boxing. And y'all talking to each other. PGH Big Dog. What's up, Detroit? Yeah, and so when I read that Quentin said, what's up, Detroit? When I read that he switched trainers, I was like, oh Lord. I knew it was coming. But the bias in me, and I'm gonna tell you where I'm biased at with this. The bias in me is that whatever Deontay choose, I ain't never really I'm not gonna down it in public or anything. Like I would have never said Deontay, get rid of Malik. Or you need to get rid of Malik. I won't go say none of that. And that's the bias in me. And, most other fighters, I'd probably be like, man, kick your daddy to the curb, nigga, shit. But not with Deontay. And I do admit to that. But I feel like Malik missed a lot of things. Like I said, when I seen him bench pressing before the trilogy, before the third fight, I was like, who on earth let this shit right here happen? Why in the hell is he bench pressing? Now he looked good. He was big, he was buff, he was muscular, and I'm sure a lot of people that spelled damage. That spell he gonna whoop somebody's ass. Even I got caught up in it a little bit. But my first thought when he was lifting weights or bench pressing, what was it, 4 something or 350? I was like, oh my God, y'all gonna ruin him. He has naturally God gifted strength and power. You don't need to bulk it up, And I think he was too heavy. I'm not saying it as no kind of excuse, but I think he was too heavy. Quentin say at Detroit, BC, one love. PGH Big Dog said, why Wilder keep getting these new trainers? Derek James or Rodney Shields could help him. Some established trainers shaking my head. But PGH, you biased. Is you think that Derek James and Rodney Shields, because they represent some boys from Texas, is the bee's knees? You biased, man. I don't think that those two were just the only trainers. He had a plethora of trainers he could have picked. I'm not saying Derek James is not a good trainer or Rodney Shields ain't a good trainer, but I will say they wouldn't have been a good fit for Deontay either. I don't know who's a good fit. I hope this guy now is a good fit. So far, so good. I mean, I showed y'all the picture of before and after. When Deontay looked like the after picture that I put up in my thumbnail, he was knocking motherfuckers out. Left and right. The before picture, it hurt him because he had stamina issues. He was slow. I mean, he got tired quick. You know what I'm saying? He looked a little bit stiff. No excuse. No excuse for how the fight came. How it played out. I'm just saying what I saw. It was too big for himself. You not. I mean, if you're gonna bulk up to that, you gotta have some time to settle down with that weight, marinate in it, and embrace it, become one with it. You can't just bulk up like that in the training camp and then go off and try to do one of the hardest things you're gonna do in your life. Come on now. You gotta walk with that weight. You can't if y'all don't think weight is serious, I mean, the displacement of it all, the displacement of the weight. He did threw off everything, his agility, his reflexes, everything was thrown off when he gained that weight. You don't believe me? Put like, I don't know, 5 or 10 pounds in a backpack, or 5 pounds in a backpack. Wear it in the front of you and then just walk around. Just walk around. Walk around all day and see if your balance is not the same, or your reflexes or what you're trying to do is not the same. And all I'm doing is giving you a test, like, kind of like trying to show you how you got to be used to certain things before you just jump into it. I'm kind of doing a makeshift breast implant on you. Serious up. Put a backpack. No bullshit. Put 5 pounds in the backpack and, try to make it even on both sides. And tell me if your agility, your reflexes, or your balance ain't thrown the fuck off. Hell, put some around your ass and then tell me if it ain't thrown off. I'm telling you, just it don't have to be a lot of weight, but it can off center you. And I think that lifting of the weights did exactly that to Deontay. Not that it makes the excuse. There ain't no excuse in it when it comes to the outcome of the fight. But just that little bit. Quentin Brandley said, I just read an article saying that they just training. I don't know if Michael Hunter is his new trainer. Yeah, but Quentin, think about this for real, for real. Do you think Malik Scott would sit idly by with some shit like that and be cool with it? He has he has bravado and ego and pride too. And it's bigger, it's larger than life. It's just as large as Deontay. I would think leading up to that fight, I would say larger. Y'all know how y'all men are territorial. I can't even let my boy dog outside. He gotta piss up every fucking corner. And I be like, nigga, we know we live here. This our house. Every time. My girl dog don't do none of that shit. Yeah, that's y'all men now. Y'all know I ain't bullshitting. PGH Big Dog said stamina was Wilder's problem in that fight. Indeed, but you have stamina issues. Why? It's gotta be a reason why. He had too much weight. Weight can cause anybody to have stamina issues. Let's be honest. We can be honest. Derek James and Rodney Shields be a good fit for. No, he won't. Nah, He said no bias. Derek James was my trainer of the year in 2020 and 21. Look at his result. I'm happy for Derek James. He's a great trainer. Just because I say he's not a fit PGH, don't take away his excellence. I don't think he's a fit for Wilder at all. I don't think. Y'all complain about Wilder having the same way and keep doing the same thing. What you think he gonna get with when he get with Derek James? Yes, Derek like the power, and he likes to do an influx of power on you. He likes for his fighters to wear you down with their power to go balls to walls. But as y'all always point out, that ain't boxing completely. That ain't nothing you want to train your fighter to do. You want them to set up shop, set up that jab, and work off the jab. And sometimes, you don't want them to every punch they swinging is powerful and all that. And I think that Derek James would teach him to do just like that, which everybody has been complaining in the first place about it. I don't know what Mark Breland did exactly. Overall, I'll say it won't broke. But at the same time, one thing I can point out is that Mark Breland lied about the water he was giving them. He said he ain't give him none. But yeah, he clearly on tape giving water. Now, should that be a reason to fire him? I don't know. But maybe that little clue means something in their camp. You never heard Deontay come out and like put him down or anything like that. Deontay ain't coming out making sure he talked down and bad about Mark Breland. Whatever happened during them fights, he keeping it close to his vest for the most part. Y'all hit my like and subscribe button, please. So he said, I can say that Derek James' game plan is what I like about him. That's cool. And that's why I say, Quentin, I don't have a problem with Derek James and PGH. I don't have a problem with him. But, Malik Scott, I'm going to admit, he was not a good fit for Deontay. And I always felt that. I just wouldn't say it. Because I don't want me putting my thumb on the scale. Everybody was happy with the little talking circuit that Deontay and Malik went on. I wasn't happy with it. There was days Malik Scott in his old Isaac Hayes robe, looking like Isaac Hayes, sitting up there talking with his cigar. I was like, shut up, dog. Shut up. That's how I was feeling. I'm being honest. Do that means he's a bad man? No. Do that means he's not knowledgeable? No. That means he and Deontay was not a good fit. It just wasn't. Kevin Knight is in the building. What's popping, King? PGH said Derek James would give him a real game plan not just motivation speeches. Now you made a funny, PGH. you did you just do a funny? Not just motivation speeches in the corner, like you got something in you. You know what? So would everybody else. BGH, you be tripping. So would everybody else. Can any trainer for that matter, anybody experienced in boxing, any one of them can come up with a good game plan and tell them how to approach something or whatever. They all could. But Deontay needs somebody that gels with him perfectly. I think most fighters have big egos and bravados and all that. So the people that they work around, in my opinion, I could be wrong, their bravado and their, pride and all that stuff, their ego should be slightly less than the fighters. I don't know what y'all think about that. Y'all might don't agree with me on that one. But just slightly. I ain't saying it gotta be next to nothing, but I'm saying it gotta be slightly lighter or smaller in stature next to the boxer himself or herself. Otherwise you got two bulls in the damn pen. And y'all know what's gonna happen. He talked a lot. He had a lot of good communication. If Deontay ever write a book and he needs some mansplaining, then yeah, call Malik on his book or something, because Malik is a very good communicator. And he could be a good trainer for somebody, but not Deontay. They both were bulls. That's the same thing I talk about when people bring up the thing about Crawford signing with Mayweather. It can be a good idea. Mayweather can take him to new levels and new heights and bring attention to whatever fight. Even this pending fight between him and Earl Spence, Mayweather can help out a lot. But you put them two bulls in the pen. God damn. I hate to see the results. You know what I'm saying? I hate to see what it is after. I don't think they last that long. Just by virtue of the fact of the type of men that they are. Malik could hold his own in talking and promoting and all this stuff of the fight, but I don't get it. I never did, but I said I ain't gonna say nothing. So I'm not displeased with this new trainer. Because this new trainer do seem like, and this is at glance, not a deep cursive read of it yet, but at glance, this new trainer seems like that's not gonna be the issue. You know what I'm saying? You just gonna be in there training the champ. Did y'all see the picture of the champ? Looking good. Looking like that old Deontay. Some folks might be in trouble. Reginald Peters is in the building. Was popping King. He said, "Hey Queen, Wilder need or Sugar Hill Stewart. He definitely don't need Sugar Hill with his cheating ass. He definitely don't need that liar. I'm just not in agreements with the Derrick James thing. You guys are biased. Y'all in love with Derrick James because of Earl Spence. Hey Quentin, where you at with it? You said I can say that Derrick James game plan is what I like about him. But Quentin, did you say that oh, you actually said it too. I couldn't use you as a tiebreaker then. Damn, Quentin. Put the oil down. I just don't see it. Like I really don't see it. Now he training again. He in the gym, and I want to say he doing that for a reason. We don't have a fight though. He don't have an opponent that we aware of. Y'all know he couldn't come back until April, May anyway, because of his hand or something being broke from last October. But it do seem like he been gone for years. Really ain't been gone that long. PGA said, yeah, Sugar Hill will give him that one punch power in his left hand too. He already got it. Sugar Hill can teach him how to cheat. And be a liar. You know. Reginald said Wilder need a trainer who tell him to shut the fuck up sometimes. There y'all go. Okay. Little Ricky, welcome to the building. What's poppin', King? He said Wilder looks skinny right now, like 215. Wilder is going to get face planted again if he sees Fury. I don't think so. Ooh, y'all, y'all saw what he did in that first fight. He knocked his ass out, and I still say he should have won. Jack Reese was tripping. He was on some bullshit. Now, the thing that cracked me up about this Wilder situation, is it me or do Eddie Hearn act like he's his unofficial motherfucking promoter? Eddie always got something that Wilder can do or line up shit with Wilder as if he's his promoter, as if Wilder ever listens to him. He don't ever listen to him. But here come Eddie. He wants Wilder to fight Chisora. Chisora? After Chisora, like 2 fights ago, folks was telling Chisora to hang the gloves up. So much so that Chisora started to feel a certain kind of way. And he was like, look, motherfuckers, I'm going to fight till I'm done fighting. I still got a few in me left. I ain't quitting shit. Run me my money. But Chisora has aged and people see it. That's the best you can do, Eddie? How about you serve up Anthony Joshua? How about you serve him up? But you ain't gonna do that. But you got all these plans and what Wilder should do and shouldn't do, who Wilder should face and shouldn't face. I don't get it. And Reginald Peters said Wilder at 215 to 220 is dangerous. Indeed, he is a dangerous person. It worked for him. It don't have to make sense. You know, I'm gonna tell you other phenomenal people, right? Like Pacquiao. You would never coach nobody to fight like him. When I was coaching kids, I would never say, do like Pacquiao. You always say, do like yourself, but fundamentals is fundamentals. It's not that Pacquiao didn't know fundamentals, because he did. He knew them, and he knew them well. But it's the way he fought, the way he stood, you know, they are not winning combinations, but for him, uniquely him, it made him stand out, and it worked for him. Wilder got some of the most smallest legs I've ever seen on a heavyweight. Hell, a cruiserweight. I can keep going down. Light heavyweight, I've seen bigger legs. But that worked for him. Don't know why it worked for him, but it worked for him. He was knocking out 40-some odd fighters before he got to Fury with a small frame. And then all of a sudden, because it was a draw, they want to change up the game. I think that was bad advice. Whoever's advice was that, change it up a little bit. You know, the ref is the reason why that fucking fight was a draw, and them judges. Because if they'd have called it like they were supposed to, Wilder would have been victorious in that first fight. But that's neither here or there. They got the draw, right? Extraordinary O is in the building. He says, salute, Miss D. Salute to you too, King. So he got the draw. Whose bright idea was to put on extra weight? Fury was already that much bigger than him. Like I said, my claim to fame that I'll give Fury is the fact that he's big as hell and he moves kind of like a smaller guy, which is rare and unheard of for the most part. But he does. He can move around like a smaller guy through the whole fight most of the time. That's it. Ain't no special effects. Ain't nothing special about him. He knows basic boxing. He's big as hell. So when he hits you, it probably hurt. He can lean on you, put all his weight on you. You know, but if I know what Fury want to do. He doesn't want to fight Wilder no more. He don't want to even hear Wilder's name. And some of you guys can say, oh, well, that's understandable. But if you got a belt, I mean, the WBC made Wilder #1 contender. Fury claimed that he retired. He only saying that so y'all don't have to bring his name up in the mix when you talking about the next heavyweights. But trust you me, Joshua get them belts back. He gonna make a beeline to fight Joshua. He don't even want to fight Usyk. Usyk already ready for Fury. Already. But even before Wilder lost, Usyk was like, I'll take the winner of either one of them. That's a real boxer. To me, a real fighter. Y'all gonna say that's man shit, right? Fury, he playing these games. See, you can only cheat so many times before you just got to do it the old natural way. That's why Fury don't like reruns. He don't like repeats. But Eddie, getting back to Eddie, throwing Chisora up in there, I was like, you got to be kidding me. Chisora is not even on Deontay Wilder's level at all. But I like how Eddie quickly, you know, how he always trying to direct and guide Deontay's career. You know, that's funny to me. Lil Ricky said, Fury would dog walk Usyk. Okay. I think Usyk think it the opposite way around. But don't you like Lil Ricky, the fact that Usyk is like, run it. Run me him. That's the attitude that Usyk has shown and pretty much said, like, yeah, run him. Run him. I'll fight his big ass. Don't you like that about Usyk? I'm not even an Usyk big fan, you know. But I like him as a fighter because he acts like a fighter. Chisora is not on Deontay's level, but Eddie Hearn, like I said, wants to direct Wilder so bad. He even throwing Dillian White in the mix. Why the fuck would Wilder waste his time with Dillian? Dillian just got crushed by Fury. Wilder is ranked #1. Dillian is not ranked #1 over Wilder. But I have mixed feelings about Wilder competing in the WBC rankings anyway, because they treated him like a wet food stamp, or they only want him for the money. And I get it, it's business, but shit, sometimes you can feel a certain kind of way about some things. He should go try to get in line with the WBO or the IBF or one of them other ones. Like I said, I think Deontay should wait for the winner of Usyk and Joshua, since Fury is retired. Can't throw his name in the mix. He retired. So what can Deontay do? He coming back. He got a lot of takers. Ruiz want to fight him. Helenius want to fight him. I'm sure Ortiz will fight him again. That's a good payday, huh? That's your cash cow at PBC. Wilder. But I don't even know if Wilder's still with the PBC. I didn't hear that he left, but it's been some time. Lil Ricky said Parker versus Joyce, September 24th, and the winner fights Wilder. What you think? Either one of those would be good fights. I think Wilder would beat both of them. I think Joyce would be too slow and Wilder would catch him. I think Parker is not strong enough to contend with Wilder. I think if both of those fight, he'll catch him. You know, I don't look at Parker as an astounding boxer. I ain't saying he's not a good boxer, but nothing special, whatever. Joyce will probably give him the most trouble because I think he probably hit harder if he catch him. But just like Muhammad Ali said about George Foreman, he a mummy. Whoosh, whoosh. He's slow. He gonna have to drop some weight. He gonna have to drop some weight because Wilder can hurt any of them at a smaller frame. Big as Ortiz is, I think Wilder weighed like either 205 or 209 when he fought him. And look what he did to him. And nobody was getting that Ortiz like that. Reginald said, "Hey, do you like Wilder's new song?" I haven't heard it. I keep hearing that he made a song. I heard that him and his family, they know how to sing, but I haven't heard it. Is that something I could just YouTube? I'll YouTube it after I get off. I definitely will. Because I heard him and his brothers, all his family, they can sing. But I told y'all why I never said nothing about Malik Scott. He's like a hype man. How do I say it? Malik Scott was like a hype man to me. Had a lot to say. I swear to God, if you close your eyes, he'll sound like a pimp. He not talking about pimp shit, but he'll sound like a pimp. Just the way he's talking fast and talking and convincing. I mean, he was on a roller coaster all by himself just with his communication. I've seen interviews that they did together, and you would think that Wilder was supposed to answer shit. Y'all say Wilder be talking too much or whatever. Put him next to Malik. I don't mean to down the brother. You a cool dude, Malik, aka Isaac Hayes. Quack, 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 quack. Welcome back. Y'all know that man look like Isaac Hayes in that robe. Reginald said, YouTube under Wilder, it's like it, but it's not hip hop. Oh, okay. I ain't picture him as a rapper. I never did. But I'm anxious now. But him and Isaac Hayes went their separate ways, I guess. Now, if they sharing the load, then I mean, it is what it is. And that I will say, I don't know. I'm just going by what I read. And then I look up some pictures and I was like, oh, okay. JD's, I think that's his name. Wilder kind of reassigned him after the second fight. He works for Wilder in different capacities, not as much as a trainer as he was doing before. Probably had to get some tutelage under his belt about some things too. But Malik and him, they just wasn't a fit. That was two bulls in a pen. I'm telling y'all. So I'm gonna drop the link if y'all want to jump in and chime in and tell me your perspective. The link is in the chat. The link is in the chat. Let me go here. Ooh, let me see. Make sure I put this up. Okay. The phone lines are open. They are open now. If you want to call in. Let's see. Make sure I give y'all the number. I got a number. So the phone lines are open. But if y'all want to chime in, feel free to chime in. You said Wilder was like 21 years old when he started boxing. I think Wilder ex-trainer Mark Breland simplified the game plan and made it easy for Wilder to succeed. It's possible, but a lot of people, little Ricky, have a problem with the fact that they feel like he's not a great boxer. And then, people who do like Wilder be like, yo, he came in late. He ain't gonna be a great boxer. All those people who came in when they were younger have some sort of advantage. But I read the list at the top of the show, at the top of me talking about this, people who is in the same predicament, and I'll read it again. Sergio Martinez was in his 20s. Ray Mercer was 25. Y'all favorite fighter AJ was 18. That's late in boxing. Even at 18, that's late because most people start when they're kids. When we coach boxing, when I was coaching up, around here where I live, we didn't take them unless they was 8 years old. And it's about the behavior of it all. That hopefully they could be focused. That's what it was about. But 18 is behind the curve. So AJ started at 18. Antonio Tarver started at 23. Bernard Hopkins didn't start till he was 18 and in prison because they had a boxing program in the prison that he went to. The Hall of Famer, the world renowned Rocky Marciano, started at age 23. Charles Martin started at 22. Nate Campbell, y'all remember him, started at 26. For me, when I see that, I was like, Deontay in good company. He really is. He's really in good company. You know, Reginald is on the phone. What's poppin', King? Welcome to the show. What's good with you? Thank you, thank you. there's fighters he hasn't fought, like Sanchez, and I think he'll smash them. And then what's that other one? The other one, Big Baby Anderson. I think he'll smash him too. Um, it's a couple of fighters that he hasn't fought that will make for good fighters if you want to scoop up some more money. But I think Wilder had a dream. He's tried to become undisputed, and I think he should try until he don't want to do it anymore. I don't know what age that is. I don't know how many fights down the road, that is. But when you was talking about AJ, right? You know who AJ lost to? He lost to more pure boxers. If when I was reading that list of people who started late, I didn't even know that AJ started late in his boxing. But AJ went on to become an Olympic gold medal for England in 2012 Olympics. And then look at his career now. He's very accomplished. We all proud of him, but I'm just saying, Andy Ruiz been boxing since he was a kid. He might be a fat, sloppy, dumpy, nasty 12 loaded. I'm just joking. He might be all that. Now he's gotten better, y'all. He's gotten better. He looks a lot better. But y'all know what he looked like. When I saw him, I said, this fat, nasty motherfucker, AJ gonna kill him. That's what I was thinking. But he outboxed the hell out of AJ. And then Usyk just did it. So maybe that handicap, when I say that when you start off very young, there's a little advancement in your positioning as a boxer than somebody who starts out late. That just goes without saying. Why was such a critique for Wilder? If I didn't know no better, I would think Wilder was the only one who started out late. But to answer your question, there's some people he can fight, get a little bit of money, because Wilder gonna put asses in the seat. Hmm. Hmm. Right. And then if you looking at the fighters now, it's like a giant versus a non-giant in the heavyweight. There's no reason where there should be a weight class of somebody 300 pounds. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just fucking ridiculous to me. That just over the top. But to each his own. I can't call it. But I don't, these giants, they like damn near 7 foot and they big as hell. You gonna win on the strength of that. Like it's what it's doing is it's taking away a good matchup, a good strong fight where we can see somebody dig deep and just like the Vander Holyfields of the world, or like when Ali fought Foreman and beat him. We not gonna get to see fights like that because you got giants in the ring like 6'9", and it's not his fault. It's not Fury's fault that he's that tall. But now it's like all the heavyweights that come, they be like that size and they awkward and they really ain't got all that much talent. So you kind of right. Who's left to fight? It's like we all do want to. I think it's safe to say we all want to see the heavyweights come back with a force, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you said it best, 15 seconds. That means he should have lost. That's that- yeah. Oh, yeah. Most definitely. I was at the fight for the last one in Vegas. I was grand. It was so packed. I thought I was in enemy territory, but the enemy, they were pleasant. They were a pleasant surprise. They were good-hearted people. We was me and my three friends. It was my sister, her dude, my other friend Patrick. We was all sitting up there in the midst, surrounded by British folks. They were lovely people. I gotta say, they were on their best behavior. Um, they were even willing to be truthful because they called it. They said he should have lost right there when he got up. I called 17 seconds. It could be 15, 17 seconds after that second knockdown that Wilder did in the fourth round. They was like, it ain't our fault. I mean, they shrugged their shoulders like, sorry, but it's not our fault. And you can't be mad at them. You can't be mad. I left there when the fight was over. I cried, but by the time I got to the lobby, I was good. I was good. Hmm. Yeah, they be on that shit. But I would have never thought Jack Reese would have did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even catch it. Where he is on tape that he admitted it. Oh. Hmm. And it showed ain't it? He screwed a whole nother person, a whole man, out of his victory, and you let this lying piece of sack of shit. Sorry, sir. In theory, stay around. I don't know how you celebrate somebody like that. But you know what? They want him to have it, so he shall have it. That's why when I be saying they do what they fucking want to do. I don't know if you watch my show when Jared be on here, me and him go back and forth. And I be like, Jared, they do what they want to do. This is the shit I mean. The shit I mean. And then you have to ask yourself why. Why they do it. But go ahead, sir. I'm sorry. Um, they telling me they can't hear you. I'm gonna see something. I don't know why they can't hear you. Uh, can you say something, sir? Yeah, can you guys hear? Tell me in the chat if y'all hear him. I hear him loud and clear. I'm like, man, it sound like, sir, if we be on here and it sound like I'm talking to myself. I guess I don't know. I don't know. It's hit or miss. Some people say they can't hear, and then others will say they can't. Can everybody hear me? Little Ricky, Reginald. I mean, that's you. Who else? Let me see who else in here. PGH, Quentin. Can you guys hear me and hear the caller? PGA says still nothing. I hear him very clear. I really don't know, y'all. I shit. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Y'all, I don't know. I could hear him loud and clear. I don't know. That was a good conversation we had too. PGA said if Wilder was getting trained better earlier in his career, he would be unbeaten. Maybe. I mean, he only lost to one person. Little Ricky said, "Just let you know, we can't hear him on the phone." FYI, man, that was a good conversation too. Damn, I don't know why because it's clear on my side, unless I gotta. Uh, I don't know. Let me see. Let me look into this. Hold up 1 second. Okay, I'm gonna do a test ring, and y'all tell me if y'all hear a test ring, and I'm gonna count it to three. One, two, three. One, two, three. And if y'all heard that, then y'all should have heard him. Did y'all hear that ring? Mm, man. I don't know what's going on. It could be Google because it's a Google number. Did y'all hear the ring? I said one, two, three, and I hit the ring. If y'all didn't hear it, let me know. I did it twice. But yeah, damn, I wish y'all could have heard it. Uh, I don't know if my mixer's starting to mess. I just do not have no luck. Oh my goodness. It gotta be the computer. It has to be Google. It cannot because I hear it clear as I don't know what coming through my speakers and everything. I can hear it clear. But thanks for letting me know. We had a good conversation. Y'all probably can tell by my responses kind of what we were talking about. But thank you, caller. Thank you, Reginald. When I put the link in the chat, you guys could you can hit this link through your phone and it'll bring you right in here. You can put up a picture, like an avatar picture of yourself if you don't want to be seen, but it's kind of the same as FaceTiming. So anybody want to chime in that way. But normally the phones work, but I don't really know why it's not. I might have to just reboot everything because I told y'all yesterday I changed my internet provider and cable. I got rid of my direct TV and stuff. But anyway, that was what I learned recently about Wilder. But let me talk about the Danny Garcia. It's the Danny Garcia show. I'm just gonna throw out some numbers. I know a lot of you be interested in them. I do too, because sometimes the reason why I want to put out information is because sometimes later down the road, this information gonna be relevant. And then I'm be like, oh man, why didn't I look it up then? But I will remember that I did a show and said blase blah. So Danny Garcia versus Jose Benavidez Jr. Their fight had multiple viewership. Danny has proven over and over again that he could put asses in the seats. The average viewers for that fight this past weekend was 450,000 dollars, not dollars. 450,000 people. It peaked at 478, and that was Nielsen's media research. And it was slated as the second most watched on Showtime this year. It is the second most watched boxing event on Showtime this year. And I bet you it's sold out at the Barclays because Danny does that. So you see the kind of numbers Danny be putting up. Now, that's why when he said shit like he want to fight Keith Thurman, I can see the PBC being very interested in that fight because look at the numbers he putting up. If his numbers did well with Earl Spence, that's because of Danny too. And for him to have the second most watched on Showtime, what? And you know who the first one was? You know who's in first place, most watched on Showtime? You know who that is? That would be Jermell Charlo versus Castano. They raked in about 832,000 people watched that fight. Now you can trust them numbers because it's Nielsen ratings. And America, we always done that. Now other places in the world don't have that set up or don't even try to have that set up. But the biggest that they had before all this was Wilder and Brazil fight. That was some 3 years ago. So these your top dogs. They raking in that much, 478,000 people. People will buy it. Let me tell you another thing. New York is different from other places in the country because New York is very versatile, and that old saying, if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. That is so true. And New York, they just, the versatility of it all. You can have so many different people coming to see you at any like he could put on a show. Danny can do a fight once a month. If he didn't get seriously hurt, he can come back the next month and fight in New York and will have a different crowd every time. But Danny has a unique ability to bring in casuals. The other person in the PBC that can do that too is Keith Thurman. But see, now if you can sell out in New York, as they say, if you make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. Then you can use that as a measuring stick as to how good a fighter can sell out or get viewers or asses in the seat. You can't do that nowhere else in the country. Like you can't go to Atlanta and say, well, this person did fabulous here, so therefore this, that, and the other. You cannot do that going to Georgia or Cali. I don't know about Vegas. Vegas is the most neutral place any fighters can go to. Dallas is not a place where you can use as a measuring tool to say, oh, yeah, they're going to sell out big time. Because I know a lot of people say Dallas has a big stadium. They got the Cowboys behind them or different teams, and they can sell out, whatever, arenas or stadiums and all that. But your success in Dallas does not equate to a success everywhere else. It just doesn't. But you can use the success in New York and say it equates to success in other places. That's a good measuring stick. Even if you was fighting overseas or something. But that's how many viewers they had. Now, I don't know why they kept saying, as the article I was reading, kept saying that Danny had a guaranteed 70% pay-per-view shares and Jose had 30%. And I was like, this fight wasn't pay-per-view. But it's more to this world than just America. It might have cost something somewhere else. Like in England or the UK, even though their fights are cheaper, they might have had to pay $9 to see their fight, and that would have been considered pay-per-view for them or anywhere else in the world. You know what I'm saying? So Danny got a cut of that, and Jose got a cut of that. And Danny was guaranteed 1 million for the fight up front, and Jose was guaranteed 500K plus their pay-per-view shares or whatever. So I just thought you guys might want to know these numbers or whatever. Danny does well at the Barclays. If you're a fighter who does well in certain places, then yes, I mean, you do continue to try to get those places. But sometimes you're going to have a controversial fight and you want to be as neutral as possible. You want to go somewhere as neutral as possible. And when we talk about Earl Spence and Bud Crawford, which is a great example of this, Bud sells out where he's from. Earl Spence do not sell out, but he gets a big crowd. And that's only because Bud is not doing stadiums and arenas that hold 100,000 seats. And when they put Earl fights on in Texas, that's where they put them, in stadiums that can hold that much. So I would say equally they're selling out for the amount of people that their state who come out to see them and shit. I'm not trying to make it seem like Bud better than Earl, but I'm just stating facts. In the Cowboys Stadium, Earl Spence got nearly 40,000. That's what the word was. Bud sells out whatever stadium or arena he be in, or whatever coliseum, whatever you want to call it. He's selling it out. But again, they both, probably getting the same amount as far as the gate is concerned. Destiny Black is in the building with Poppy Queen. I mean, Miss Black. He said, "Hey sis, is Michael Hunter related to Virgil or Barry?" I don't know. I don't know who he is. I just saw the fact that Deontay got a new trainer, and I don't know much about Michael Hunter. Uh, somebody asked me, is it his dad or his son? And see, I didn't even go that far to think about Barry or Virgil. He's light brown, so I mean, like that's gonna tell me something. We know that Virgil is very light complected and Barry is dark complected. I couldn't tell you. He don't look like an older guy. You know, he looks as young as Deontay. So I don't know whose son he is. You know, but I know Malik is gone. And y'all know, like I like Malik. Like I said, I want to be clear with this. I ain't down in Isaac Hayes, but I don't think he was a perfect fit for Wilder at all. I just don't think. I think it was like putting two bulls in a pen and, made the best man win. that's how it was. That's how it seemed to me. It was just too much bravado and ego on Malik Scott's part, and he has a right to be that way. But you standing next to or supposed to be working with somebody who got the same deal of ego and bravado as you do. And I just think that when you put people in situations like that, somebody gonna clash. Reginald said, Miss D, Black, Miss Destiny Black, Errol Spence needs your support. Reginald Peters said that to you, Destiny. Yeah. So I mean, but all in all, Danny's show was a good show, good showing. And if him and Keith Thurman running back, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. I don't know what weight they're gonna fight at. But whatever they do, whatever they decide, they gotta make sure they're gonna stick to it. Because Keith, if you run your ass up out of 147 and then somebody at 154 call you out and then you come back and say, well, I'm at 147, you're gonna look mighty strange. Don't look mighty strange. But then Keith said about Danny, he said Danny has always been a puncher. He said he got that boy's number. That's how y'all know how to keep talk. I got that boy's number. So I don't know. But Danny said he wants to get back. Somebody made a point out there uh that was kind of derogatory with Earl Spence, his response to Danny and them saying that when they was at 50% that you too rich or something. I missed that one. God damn, I be missing a lot of shit. But when I said, oh, he said it like that, I just thought that he was like no excuse, which my first thought when Danny and his father was saying that type stuff, I was like, that was my first thought too. Earl Spence was the better man that night. He won fair and square. Don't Why you telling us now? But when I saw the fight this past weekend and Danny broke down, I was like, oh, I was so wrong because I kept thinking about him having his feelings. I thought it was about his feelings, not a mental issue, but his feelings. So I stood corrected. I corrected myself on here, but I didn't know that Earl Spence had said that much. Like you too rich or like I don't know, some kind of derogatory to him. Now I wouldn't agree. I don't agree with that because I said on my show I agree with Earl Spence saying it's like it's an excuse you know later for that. But I didn't know Earl said that extra shit. So I don't rock with Earl on that part. What's up, Destiny?
My beautiful black queen. Yes, ma'am. I believe they were talking about him supposed to be coming back to fight Andy Ruiz, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not
Andy Ru-
mistaken.
Now Andy Ruiz has called him out and said he wanted to.
Oh, okay,
Deontay
okay. So he's
Deontay
not coming
hasn't
back to
said
fight him.
either way. Well, no, we don't know. Deontay coming back to fight somebody, we just don't know.
I mean,
And
I'm kind of cool about him coming back though, because I feel like, once I believe that somebody said that. I cannot remember which fighter said this one. But once a fighter already has their foot kind of halfway out the door,
mhm.
that means that they should just pretty much hang up the gloves, because that means they're not with boxing no more.
But do you think he had his foot out the door? I mean,
Yeah,
he only
he started talking
why?
about he was considering, retiring. He was saying like, retirement. He was saying like all the things that saying that like, he did everything he needs to do in boxing. I love me some Deontay.
Mhm.
That's baby number one. But I don't think his heart is there no more, sissy. What do you think?
I don't know because he said out his mouth, "I'm not done with the sport yet." I think he don't have it in him. I think he had to go through a lot to come to grips or come to terms with the fact that they robbed him twice. I think he had to go. That's a lot. That's a lot to go through because
Mhm.
you put yourself through so much just to get that win and for them to take it from you. And I'm talking
Mhm.
about the third fight when dude
In the
took
first fight,
17 seconds. Yeah, and the first fight
yeah,
when
I
he
don't.
knocked him out completely. So I don't know. I don't know. He ain't take a lot of damage in his career and he started late, so he don't got a lot of damage as a kid, getting his head knocked up against, getting popped in and everything. So he may still have it in him. Mhm.
You know what? He may do. I mean, I guess you're right though, because I think I would be very depressed behind that too. Though you go through, like you said, you go through all that training, you go through all these things to achieve a certain level, and to be robbed, blatantly robbed. The one of the people said, one of the referees said he felt like Tyson Fury deserved a chance. Which I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
what in the entire, when that's complete bananas. That is complete bananas. That's complete
And I,
monkey
I
shit.
and I didn't even hear Jack Reese say that, but I think my last caller, y'all couldn't hear him, but he said that. And I don't know why the phones ain't working, y'all. So don't even try to call in, just beam in. But
Queens, what's going on?
what's up, ATL?
Yeah.
What's good?
What's up, Mr. Light Skin himself?
You know it. I'm cooling, man.
Yeah, but
I love you.
the caller has said, that Jack Reese said he did it for the good of boxing. No, you do it for you supposed to follow the rules because you're a referee. Fuck the good of boxing. That's not what you was tasked with. If Jack Reese did that shit, like I said, I was shocked. I
He
would have
definitely said
never
it. Go,
thought.
go back and look at it, Sissy. He said, I believe it was after the fight, because they questioned him about it. And it was like an interview he did. And he said that one, which I was flabbergasted. I was definitely floored. I was, completely stunned. Like, who says that one? Where do we do this at?
See,
Reginald, that
that
part right
that
there.
makes it corrupt. That makes it corrupt. and unfair. What you think, ATL? You been listening?
I think talking about the referee.
Yes,
Well,
both of them.
just overall, everything we've been talking about with the Wilder thing. He didn't change trainers. You know, he got
Again,
yeah. He said again.
he ain't with Malik no more.
Nah, he not with Isaac Hayes no more.
Oh damn.
But not like no Isaac Hayes.
You know that motherfucker look like Isaac Hayes when he was on them interviews with the robe on the shit and the cigar.
Oh, okay. He gave more Suge Knight than Isaac Hayes to me. He gave me more Suge Knight than Isaac because his complexion is a little different than Isaac. And Isaac was like way more chill and way more like my speed.
You
This
too.
dude, I did not like Little Buddy.
Jack Reese knew what he was doing though.
But the last Little Buddy, the last referee though, Sissy, if you don't remember, and you too, ATL, that last referee, he had a controversial thing against, the Abner Mares fight against Abeco. When he kept calling and he actually gave Abeco a knockdown, was complete he's very biased against black fighters. That last referee.
Jack Reese?
No, the last in the third fight, that referee. Yeah, he was very biased against black fighters. And go back and look at the history. Like he has like a whole history of black fighters. So,
I seen him. I can't remember exactly what fight it was, but
Abeco, Abner Mares and Abeco.
The other dude kept holding to something, but he didn't say nothing to him. He kept saying something to the black dude.
No, but okay. I know what fight you're talking about, but the most notable one I would say there was the Abner Mares versus Abeco when he kept hitting Abeco, below the belt, like in the growing, like in the penis, like literally. And it was like blatant.
And the referee didn't call it because
Abner
Mares is another nut digger, by the way, y'all. But go ahead.
Oh, there you go.
Yes, he is. She called that. Destiny, you right about that. Abner Mares will hit you in the nuts in a minute.
Oh yeah.
But he did that against the Abeco fight. Y'all go back and look at the fight, and you can see that one. And he did that one. And that referee, he would not. He actually gave a knockdown to Abner Mares against Abeco when he clearly he even saw like he punched him in below right there in that part, the private region.
I remember that fight because Abeco walked away one time holding himself with squinting his face, like walking away like, God damn, dog.
Right.
Like it ain't that much hitting in the nuts.
What it was almost something like over 10 of those, like it was over 10 low blows of numbers. It was way over 10. But I know for a fact it was 10 and but I don't know the exact number. It was like a whole lot of low blows in that fight. It was complete bananas.
I'm telling you, they gotta build the cup. They gotta build the cup with little spikes all over the cups on the outside. And every time you punch at the groin area and you hit that cup, a little pin or a needle pop out that spike and stab you in the motherfucking. What's up, ATX? We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, baby. I can hear you.
Birdman is in the building. He says salute at PGH, Big Dog, ATL, and the Queen of Boxing Talk, Miss T. What's up, Birdman?
What up, Birdman?
What up? Y'all know now that I have y'all here, I'm going to take a moment to recognize somebody very famous. This motherfucker going to drop. He going to drop out. ATL, what the fuck you doing, man?
I ain't doing nothing. I don't know what's going on with this
Look who it is, y'all.
That's my boy. That's baby boy. That's always been, that's my president to this day.
Look.
With that suit on, girl. Remember that's the beige. The tan suit scandal. Tan scoop gate.
I'm gonna come
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday,
President. Oh, okay. I forgot today. I thought it was the 4th. Is today
the 4th?
Oh, child, I'm getting old. I'm missing days.
It's my brother's birthday too. Happy birthday, bro. My little brother's birthday. But look at that. Look at that handsome man. Oh.
That's still my president. Still my president. Yes, he is.
Yep. Happy birthday.
He was a dreamer though, Sissy. He was definitely a dreamer. Dang well the things he really wanted to do. He knew That's why his wife, Michelle Obama told him, like, you're a dreamer. Like, it was not feasible. He wanted to have, like, universal health care. He wanted, like, the whole across the board, like, 2 years free of, college or, trade school. He wanted all those beautiful things, but
Yeah, a lot of people before him wanted it. Matter of
now,
fact,
now,
that's true. That's true. Because the health care we got right now did started out in the Republican column,
it
and
was. That was your
yeah,
boy.
but he wanted it. It's just when he wanted it, they didn't want it no more.
That was your
Uh,
boy. What was his name? Mr.
Mitt
$2 gas,
Romney,
250,
Mitt,
$2.50 gas. What is it? Newt
Mitt,
Gingrich. He was the one.
Mitt,
Yeah,
no, no, no,
that Newt Gingrich line bill initially.
no, Mitt Romney.
No, that was Mitt Romney's exactly thing what he did in Massachusetts. But Massachusetts was run by Democrats. But Newt Gingrich
Mitt
wanted the same
Romney,
kind of thingy. If I'm not
Mitt
mistaken,
Romney,
maybe I'm wrong.
Mitt Romney was the governor when he implemented that
hmm
in Massachusetts.
But I'm saying though, Massachusetts though, like their
Yeah,
Senate and their Congress is ran by Dems.
But Mitt Romney is a Republican, and he was the governor when they implemented that in
Girl, he was a
Massachusetts.
Republican on paper, sis. Good and well he was a Republican on paper.
No, I don't know. I think he's a real Republican, but he
In
got
some
sense.
aspects,
He
I
got
agree in some
sense.
aspects. In some
But
aspects, especially when it comes down to that abortion stuff and all that other stuff, because ain't he a Mormon, if I'm not mistaken? He's a Mormon, right?
yeah, he's a Mormon. He is a Republican that got sense. If he wasn't so beholden to the stupid parts of each part, like whether you're a Democrat or Republican, you can be holding to the dumb part of your party because that they dangle that carrot in front of you, i.e., the money. And he fell into the groove like most politicians do.
Fair enough, ma'am. Fair enough.
It could have been a good one.
With Brittany Griner? But why is she in jail for 9 years in Russia? What happened over there?
Yeah, that shit crazy. She had a weed pen.
I'm not familiar with her. Y'all break that news. What's going
She's
on?
one of the big NBA stars in the women's league.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why she over there in
And
jail?
she went to fucking Russia with a weed pen with the oil in it.
Was she supposed to?
Nah, hell nah.
Yeah, hey. It
No,
is
Miss
what
Tito,
it
but
is.
not again.
Nah,
Come on,
nah. Ain't no racial. It ain't no nothing. You
Miss
cannot
T, you
Nah,
gotta
hell
talk
nah. I
about it.
know
no,
exactly what it is.
no.
Shit.
We know
Cannot
exactly
go.
what it is too, ATL. Miss T do too.
No.
It ain't got nothing to
Listen,
do with race.
I've been overseas. Let me tell you, it's so many Americans that are locked up
Miss
in
T, I've been
overseas
overseas
jails
too, but original not
because
Russia. Original
because
not Russia.
listen,
Destiny, check this out. I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion, and it got nothing to do with race. But
you know.
we over there giving them people weapons and stuff like that. So
Let me tell y'all, in the end
Wait,
of
we've
the
been
day,
getting Russian weapons in a long time,
let me
though. We have not been giving Russian weapons in a long time since
no, but I'm saying who we giving
the
weapons
Vietnam
to
War.
now? Though?
Baby?
I said who we giving weapons to now?
Oh, we giving over to
ain't
the
no
Middle
telling.
in some places in Africa. It just depends
No,
on like our so-called allies.
I'm talking about Ukraine right now.
Oh, Ukraine. But they don't want to go. They're trying to go against Russia or whatever. Because Putin is doing the most.com.
Hold on, y'all. Listen.
Go ahead, baby.
If you are an American citizen and you take your ass out this country and you don't take heed to where you going, their laws, being in America don't save you.
Hell
Being
no.
in America won't save you. I done sat in Japan, all over this world, and I would be sitting in medical. The one thing that these countries do is if we have like a base or something there, or the nearest base or whatever, they will annually, I believe, bring in American citizens for an annual checkup. And I'm gonna tell you, that's all you gonna fucking get. Because I was sitting in Japan, it was like, damn, what happened to this dude? You ain't getting the best coats, the best shoes. They was wearing them little Bruce Lee little shoes. Remember back in the day you wear with the gi, the little flat part. Man, how the hell that's gonna help you in Japan in the winter? Do y'all know how cold it gets in Japan? Oh,
check this out, right? Now
where Richie at? Now where my son at? Richie says they hot over there.
Before she even went out there, right? the war had already started, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're the only one really supporting them like that, and Russia don't like that. So, well, common sense. Why would you take your ass over there, knowing that they already got a vendetta against us right now, and you think you gonna get off light coming from the U.S. going over there right now, and we giving them all their weapons to go against them?
And then you over there, they can feel how they want about you being a part of LGBT.
Let
You
me
not
ask
in
you a question.
America. At that point, you not in America. She broke the law. You can't say racism. You can't say anything. And by the way, I did know that Roy Jones went over there to try to speak on her behalf. How good it worked, I don't know. But go ahead, that's
But Miss T though, let's be realistic though. Russia's been very known to be very racist or whatever. But let's get beyond beat the race part. Um, was it CBD oil or was it actually like it actually had like the TCH in there? Whatever is it TCH? I believe it's marijuana or
Yeah,
THC or whatever it's called. One
I
of them
don't know
two.
what you had, but that's illegal. Period over there.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm saying, but it's CBD though. That it has nothing of the potent the thingy part.
But it's not a but.
I
If it's
don't know
illegal,
the story. I have not read the story. I don't know the story. But I just don't think 9 years is suffice. And I get what y'all trying to say, what y'all trying to convey is that, don't go over there. But had it been a black man, we'd have been in an uproar. And don't lie, ATL. Had it been a black man instead of a black lesbian, we'd been in a damn uproar. He was like going bananas. Like they was trying to do like the little Lagans,
but
the ball boys over there in
but
China.
but they did send Roy Jones over there to speak on her behalf, and
No, no, but they sent one. They sent one
they
person.
did too. But
What he gonna do?
Roy Jones, for some reason, I don't know if they gave him an honorary, but he's a citizen over there too.
Yeah, he
I don't
is.
know
But
how.
You the only person that's
Miss
gonna
T,
get her out, and
Miss
y'all
Huh?
T,
probably
you know good and
years.
daggone well. What I'm telling you is the truth. Though, had it been a black man, the outrage and the energy would have been totally different than what we're doing now. Right now, we're saying like, oh, it's all her fault. Like wasn't the little ball boy fault over there in China stealing.
Miss T,
What's up?
Destiny, the only person that can get her out right now, honestly, is Donald Trump.
You think so?
I mean, honestly, Miss T, though, he actually does have a rapport
He
with
might. He might.
the Russians because he thinks he is Russian or whatever. But his wife is Ukrainian. You know what?
No,
That whole
no,
mixed up.
no, 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 no. His wife is Slovenian.
I thought she was from
Slovenian.
Ukraine. No, she's from Ukraine.
No, Slovenia.
Wow, she's from Ukraine. Yes, she is
Look
from
it up.
Ukraine.
Look it up. She's from Slovenia.
I'm going to say Ukraine. I'm just playing with you, Miss T. I don't.
From
Oh no.
Slovakia.
I
you,
thought from
you know
Ukraine.
why I know that? Because I heard them say it, one, but two, right after she was introduced to the world, this before they was president, my ship pulled in her country.
Okay,
I spent
okay. I
7 days there.
because I truly don't know. I thought she was from the Ukraine. I believe they said that when she was first, when he
No,
started running, for president or whatever. They was like his Ukrainian wife. They kept calling her from the Ukraine, the model from the Ukraine. So
I mean it's close enough, huh? Our
yeah,
money is in the building. Was popping king? Said Miss T.
I
Think
thought
about who else got out.
the Union, the Soviet Union, right? Wasn't all that part of the Soviet Union at one point? Or no? Yeah, maybe
I
so.
don't think so. I don't think so. You
Yes,
talking about
Think
the
it
about
was.
who
Soviet
else he
bloc?
got out of jail, though.
Hmm?
I said, think who else he got out of there.
Who else did Donald Trump get out?
Yeah,
I can't think of nobody come to mind right away, but he got some. Every president
Kodak
do.
Black,
Man,
Not Kodak Black, not Kodak
ATL,
Black.
Lil
ATL,
Wayne.
ATL, let me
That
tell you how that works. Let me tell you how that works.
no,
When they do the president, the presidential, release or whatever, or
Pardon.
pardon, it's because there's somebody like they had like somebody like they paid off somebody's lawyer paid off somebody who paid off somebody who got to the president who was able to get him to like pardon these people. That's not how that works though. Like, I mean, come on, like, ATL, you got to read more into it. And I
it's
mean,
No, I'm
did
yeah.
you?
saying
Did we
he
really
got
need? Did
Kodak
we
Black
really
and Lil Wayne out of jail.
Listen,
Did we really need to? Did we really need to? Did we really need to free Kodak Black though? Was like he was
but
he was
Kodak
necessity,
Black was arrested in America. I thought you were
right?
talking about who did he get out from a country
No.
overseas.
Oh no. He didn't he get ASAP Rocky out from Amsterdam?
Yeah, that one, but not Kodak Black. Kodak Black was going to jail for some real crimes, and
and
he
he
was
pardoned
convicted and
him.
everything. Yeah, that's in the country. You can do that here. The
Yeah,
government can
no, I'm
pardon you.
saying he
But
got ASAP Rocky out too in Amsterdam.
he got ASAP Rocky out. I'll agree with you with that. But every president gets people out. You don't always hear about it. You know what I'm saying? Donald Trump also pardoned
He
for
did not get
he's
except Rocky out of
he
that
he
thing.
he hold on, he pardoned Jack Johnson. No other
No, he
president
didn't.
before Trump did.
He didn't.
He pardoned them. So I mean they all do good
With
things.
Wilder.
Huh?
With Wilder.
With Wilder.
Wilder was with him. You didn't see that?
When he pardoned Jack Johnson?
Yeah.
I
I didn't
didn't do
see it. I
that.
just know he did it.
No.
Yeah, look
I
it up.
know why did I like
We,
the Trump boy.
we talking about Wilder. Look it up, Miss C. I'm telling you, he was right there with Donald Trump. They had a big ceremony and everything.
Oh, okay, ATL, but I know he didn't like. I know he did not like the Donald Trump man.
Look what Birdman said. Rule of thumb, you always go to go by the rules of those communist countries. Trump said basically that's what she get. Oh well damn, I didn't even know he said
Damn.
that.
Damn.
Mm.
I mean,
But
it's
he right.
hard to feel
He right
sorry for
though.
people that listen, if y'all ever leave the States, get out of your head that other places is anything like America. All these
Exactly.
rights and privileges that you got in this country, you do not have all that over there. And
Exactly.
over
Why you
there
think
is
everybody
anywhere outside
coming
of
over
America.
here?
Yeah. So I mean, some places will be similar. Like they'll whip the shit out your ass if they catch you chewing gum in Singapore. Now then you gotta tell me why would you whip my ass, like flog me in public, 11 or 15 lashes for chewing gum? But they got their reasons.
There were
Well,
three
there's
lashes. It was
some
you
countries
know
where they
that
cut
young
your
white
shit
boy.
off already.
I think he like spit the gum out on the sidewalk or whatever. He did something like ridiculous.
You
So that's
can't
why I
chew
said,
gum over there. Period.
yeah,
Some
you're right.
countries
You
they will
cannot.
cut
You
your
cannot.
shit off for rape.
Hmm?
They will cut your shit off for rape in some countries or kill you.
They cut your hands off for stealing.
Yeah, exactly.
And they don't have to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt. Shit, y'all, we lucky as hell over here.
But
For
if you
real.
like, you supposed to like move by the Geneva Conventions or whatever, like that one. You are supposed to abide by those Geneva Convention laws. Although America has not, I can say that for a fact we have not. That's why Donald Rumsfeld. If he ever stepped out, step foot outside of America, like to Germany or any other place, I ain't say he's dead. I think he's dead. But if he's
Hey,
not dead,
y'all remember
he's
them videos
gonna
when
go
we
to
was on
jail.
lockdown?
Oh, that scoop his ass up. What you say,
Yeah,
When we
he's
was
ATL?
gonna
on
go to
lock,
jail.
y'all remember them videos when we was on lockdown for the Rona
Uh
and people was getting beat in the street with billy club because they was outside and shit.
huh. I ain't
Yeah,
seen the video, but
some countries were doing that.
They were beating the shit out of people with billy sticks because they was out there. I mean, billy club because they was out their house.
oh wow, I did not see
Mhm.
that. To be honest, with you. I didn't see that one.
Everybody they seen walking by, they were hitting their ass with billy clubs. Like, keep your motherfucking ass in the house.
Like you can have some brave ass, bold ass motherfuckers here in the States, and they leave to go overseas and have to be there for a minute. You become the most scariest bitch you'll ever know, men
Exactly.
and women. It's funny as hell to see, and you know what? It can happen to any and everybody. It happened to me, but you gotta maintain your composure and keep yourself together because you in a whole nother country, and it'll subside after about 6 months. But once you have your first taste, that's how it is for real, for real. But then after that, you like I can go overseas, it wouldn't be no problem for me. I know that I ain't
I
try to
mean,
draw no
true,
attention to myself, and I'm gonna follow their rules. Which say that's
precisely. I
yeah.
agree with you, Miss T. I'm saying, like, you and I both been overseas, so we know how to act.
Mm.
We got some act right in us. Just
Tahira do.
so
Welcome to the building, Queen.
that is
She
my good
said,
sis. I love Tahira.
Tahira, how you say it?
Tahira.
Tahira. She said,
That's
hello,
my
just
good
wanted
sis.
to stop in and say hello from the Just Do Boxing family. Peace and love. And you have a new sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey,
Welcome to
Hello,
the
shout
hello.
building.
out to you and your husband. Shout out to you and your husband. Hello, Miss Lady.
Shout
Yo,
out.
can I give a shout out to my boy, Southern T, to being back, from being shot, and he's back and he's doing his thing back on,
What
YouTube.
happened?
What?
Y'all
What
didn't know
happened?
he got shot it? He got shot it.
No.
No.
Yes, and shout out to my baby Southern T. I love him to death. He
Damn.
got shot,
Prayers are
and
sent.
yes,
Damn.
but he's back now. He's back on YouTube doing his thing, so he recovered nicely. Shout out to the ancestors in the universe for
Hey,
saving,
shout out to my
Southern
nigga
T.
17, man. God damn,
Oh
shot. I ain't
man,
gonna get
17's prayers are sent.
Hey, God got you, my nigga. Damn.
Yeah, I didn't know that, Destiny.
Hey,
Mhm.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for
Man.
letting me say that on your channel, Miss T. Thank you.
Almost definitely. We don't like nobody
man,
getting shot.
with 17. I fuck with 17.
Yeah, I fuck with him too.
I ain't
Both
talked to him in a
y'all do.
minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know both y'all do. Yes, see, Miss Tahira said he's doing well. Yeah.
Great,
I
great,
love
great.
it.
Man.
I'm here for all the,
Yeah.
the positive energy, all the positive energy. That's what we need, right?
We talked to him. Hey, tell him I said, goddamn, stay up. I'm glad he's still here, man, and
Yeah.
goddamn, keep his head goddamn up, man.
Y'all, Miss
Yeah.
T, stay away from Rick Glacier, though. Stay away from Rick Glacier because he tells good lies and alibis. He's a delusional individual.
I'm not talking to Rick Glacier.
No, I'm
I'm
just saying,
talking.
though, I know a lot of Bud Channel do, like, they like to talk to him or whatever, but he tells good lies. He makes up stories. He does
Well,
not tell the truth.
wait a minute. He haven't been on my show yet, but
I
I never did see him
thankfully.
yet. But we got Bob Arum coming through here all the time. His name, aka Jerry Tasker. Always call him Bob Arum.
Oh,
I
that dude
swear.
that was on that dude, I don't like that. I don't like that man.
Oh, look at you.
He
Oh,
tells good lies and alibis. No, he's a good liar. He's a good liar. I do not like liars.
Oh my God! Look who coming out the woodwork, Mr. Maceo. What's good with you? What you got
Destiny!
on?
Destiny!
Lacey, I love you. I love you, Maceo.
Where you
What up? I
been,
love you too.
baby?
I love you too, Des.
But
What up,
Destiny,
fam?
what's up? What's up, ATL, Lady T? But
Man.
Destiny, where have you been?
Baby, I be like, taking breaks from, because I guess, I don't like, to argue with people. I don't like all the like negative energy that I sometimes bring on myself. So, I have to
Uh-huh.
like take a break and like, reset, assess myself and realize like, what
Uh-huh.
you put out, what you're gonna get back.
Yes,
So
ma'am. But
gotta get up.
I
You gotta
have missed you. I miss you. I have missed you.
I miss y'all too. I miss like coming on here, like, shooting the breeze, as they say.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that what they say?
I
You
just, I just got home and turned my TV on. I said, think it was Destiny. But Lady T, how you doing, my gorgeous?
I'm good.
I am
I'm
good,
good,
my baby.
Mr. Maceo. I'm good. I'm chilling here. Happy to hear that I'm not disappointed with the Wilder switching trainers. So I was just putting it out there.
I am.
Isaac Hayes gone, but he got a new trainer, Michael Hunter.
Okay, so I
Who
believe
is
Michael
that?
Hunter is somebody's brother. If I'm not mistaken, Michael Hunter is somebody's brother. He's either the Barry Hunter or the Virgil Hunter. If I'm not mistaken, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Somebody.
I don't know.
I don't know
He's
either.
he looks like a young guy, but it looked like Malik is out, but they haven't said Malik is gone. But what I would say, that bravado and ego that Malik got, that be too many pins and too many bulls in that pen. I
Man,
don't
that's.
see so Malik is gone. Gotta be.
I just want to see that killer coming back with, man. I just hope he got his mind right. That's my man.
Oh,
Man.
you
I
need to
hope he.
look at the picture.
I
Look at
seen.
the
I
thumb.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see. I just clicked on. I saw something about him, but I just want him to be mentally prepared for this shit, man. I mean, 'cause right now, for a minute he had me. He had me kind of scared for a minute. I didn't know which way he was coming or going.
C said,
See,
"What's
but which
poppin',
Hunter?
C's? What's poppin', C's? Welcome to the building." He said, "Nah, Hunter has a little brother who boxes also."
Okay, but which Hunter is it though? See, okay, so Michael Hunter's not related to none of them. So I know I've heard Michael Hunter's name. I thought they had it related him to like one of the Hunters. But you know what? I can definitely be wrong. And people like be putting like, weird stuff out there all the time anyway on YouTube.
What's
They be
up,
telling all
Steve?
kind of stories.
ATL,
Yo,
man, where you been hiding at, bro?
They said he
I
a
be
boxer.
working hard, bro.
Michael
YouTube.
Hunter. They said
Oh,
Michael
look at
Hunter
here.
was born July 10th,
I've been working about 12
1988.
hour
He's an
shifts
American
now.
boxer.
Huh?
I'm working 12-hour shifts 5 days a week, sometimes six. So shit.
Woo.
Yeah.
Shit, don't feel bad. Well, I'm just getting in the door myself, boy. I'm tired as hell too.
But I just got a new crib last week, so I gotta do what I gotta do.
Okay, you gotta do what you gotta
Oh,
do, bro.
congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Look
Yeah.
at here. Look here. You get in the crib just in time. Make sure you put an extra bed in that room here and one of the
Man,
room, all right?
yeah.
I ain't
Oh,
talking for me. I'm talking for Earl lad when he go to sleep.
Sleep
oh
Oh
my
yeah,
expert.
God.
Sleep expert.
nah. You got
Look, and have your strawberry oil next to the
Make it
bed.
all.
I gotta love that part. I gotta love that part.
Hey, that's all right, cause I got some Norco over here for goddamn Terrence Crawford. I'm gonna be at the fight, so I can wake his ass up.
God
You know,
damn good.
at this point, if the fight just happened, at this point, I don't care if, like, if Mickey Mouse came in and won between the two. I just want the fight to happen at this point. Like, I just want something to be said. Like, you know what? If,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, I don't really care though, because I'm
Yeah, I don't
All
so
care
the
no more either.
all this
annoyed with
back
the
and forth, all that
energy.
back and forth, it's gonna happen, it's this, it's that. We close. I'm tired of all that shit.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm so like drained, mentally drained from that. Like, I would definitely I would go for Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck at this point. Like,
But
somebody, like, it's just like it's mentally draining, and I don't want to keep going back and forth about. We don't know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all kind of different
they're
stories.
really, to me, they're really killing this fight, man. All this bull
I
crap.
agree.
They killing the fight because now people is not gonna get excited up for the fight no more, man. They're dragging it on so long. It's not.
I ain't
I
excited.
mean, huh?
I said I ain't even excited right now.
Hell no, you can't get excited. Oh, he said this. You can't get excited about that shit, man. Like I said, I tell them, you call me when they're gonna get in the middle of the ring, in the bell ring, make sure nobody don't walk out.
Check it out. I got rid of my cable the other day.
Damn.
Shit, I ain't been without cable my whole adult life.
Why did
Damn.
you get?
Cause I haven't been watching cable for a long time. My daughter watches certain things on the cable, but I mean we can't. It ain't like we can't get it through Roku or something like that. But I
Thank you.
kept cable because of boxing, and since
Nice.
boxing is full of shit right now, I like toodles, smooches.
Yeah, what do y'all think about the boy Ryan Garcia and the Cinnamon going back at it? I'm here for that beef, that drama between Cinnamon and the Ryan boy. I'm still here for that drama.
What happened
And
lately? What has
then,
happened?
the WBC too, the WBC president Mauricio
Mhm.
Suleiman, he's like talking stuff about the Ryan, talking about something like he's lying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm here for the beef. I'm here for the beef.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
we talked about it yesterday with the WBC president did, but he basically see Ryan. He playing with grown folks is what I look at it. He playing with grown folks' money that they don't know. They part of them think that his followers are bullshit. They just robots. But then you just never know, so you don't want to tempt fate, right? So when he coming out saying the belts ain't worth shit, if Ryan got that many people that follow him and can get that many people to believe that, and it can catch on and everybody just start feeling that way, who gonna go out of business? People don't like you fucking around with their money flow.
Okay.
And
Shit, nigga, you fuck with the
WBC,
mafia, boy.
yeah, you fucking with a grown man money. And then so Mauricio had to cut him. He had to cut him to the white meat. He had to say, hey, look, you the same nigga that was down here in the headquarters admiring the WBC belt, wishing upon a star like this gonna be you one day. Then he also said that Ryan is jealous over Devin
Devin
Haney
Haney.
and anybody who got a belt. And then he just called his ass out. But I was telling months ago, I told Canelo, don't get like he gonna listen to me, but don't get in no back and forth with no goddamn Ryan, because this a new generation. Some shit, you
Okay.
know how back in our day, Maceo
Oh,
and
yeah,
Destiny,
that's you
we
like
we
the
hold
cinnamon
shit,
dude.
we
I know you
hold
like the
shit.
cinnamon
Yeah.
dude. I forgot you
What's
like
up?
the cinnamon dude. You know
I
what?
don't like
I,
him. Are you crazy, girl? I don't like him. I
I
hate
thought you liked the cinnamon.
Canelo.
I thought you liked the little
No,
cinnamon.
no, 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 ma'am. I don't like
Okay.
cinnamon, but
Okay.
cinnamon be going back and forth with Ryan, who is a child
Who
mentally
the hell?
prepared.
Who the hell y'all call Cinema?
Canelo.
Canelo.
That's what
Oh,
Canelo
Canelo.
means. Canelo
Oh,
That's
means
his nick.
cinnamon.
It's
Yeah,
actually his nickname.
yeah.
oh, okay.
Ain't
See.
the name we gave him. But yeah, so
Oh, okay.
Cinnamon, I said, you know what? You ain't playing with the same group of generation. This
Hell
generation
no.
love to put everything on Front Street. Back in the
What?
day, your mama used to say, our business is our business. I dare
What?
you to go out there and mention a part of your business
Boy.
outside.
Hey, Lady T. Speaking of
Mm,
that, my daughter went on Facebook the other day and said something on Facebook, right?
mm,
Referring to me, till she feel like she chasing her daddy down, right? About something, right? So you know I read her rights on that shit.
mm.
The first thing
Yeah,
came
yeah.
up, I said, first of all, I don't do the social media shit. I said, you know, I don't
Mm.
play that. I
Yeah,
killed that quick, Lady T. I said, you know,
exactly.
I said, I don't do that social media shit. I said, what goes on between me, you got a problem with, I said, you need to talk to that. You address me. You don't cut on social media with that shit. I do not play
I
that.
agree, Lucio. I
Mm,
agree. You don't do
I
that. You
don't,
don't do
I
that with no.
don't, I don't, I don't play that at all. I don't give a fuck how
mm,
grown you is. I'm still your daddy. On this shit, she got back up,
mm.
daddy. I apologize. I said, okay. I said, shit. I said, I didn't know. I don't play that social media shit.
Indeed. Indeed.
Mm,
My kids know already too. I don't know how they know, but it must have been the couple of ass whoopings that I dished out over the years. You
okay.
just don't
Ooh,
you don't
I
put
said,
shit out on
ooh.
Front
I
Street.
tell you,
You
I
keep
tell you one
messing.
thing and two things. I tell you one thing and two things. Sure, that's gonna be the first and the last time she did it.
Mm,
I don't believe in putting hands on children. You know why I don't do that one? Because I believe we learned that stuff from the
there
slave
she
owners,
go.
and I don't like that one. So I
So
don't believe
I,
in
we
that.
I
definitely
don't
know
mean
about
to
that
I,
laugh at
beauty.
you, sis, but I'm like, there you go. I don't mean to laugh at you, girl. You is crazy with that.
you know,
Uh,
you already know I don't do this. So I don't believe in putting
uh,
our hands on our children because we didn't do that. I don't know if we did that or not, but I don't want to do it. I know for a
mhm.
fact though we started doing over here in America, like full force or whatever, and
I know
beating
for
our
a fact.
children with like
Well, I put up
rods
here.
and
Spare the
Yeah,
rod,
switches.
spare the child.
there you
Got,
go. There you go, Mason.
But
I got my ass tore up, and I
we know,
thank God for it. I
Hmm.
thank God for the ass whoopings.
I thank God too.
make sure
I didn't.
I'm an atheist, so I don't follow nobody's written religion. That's not my
Uh-huh.
business.
But my thing is, Lady T, let me tell you something. Now I chastise my kids. Now my kids they got it behind cut. But I thank God I didn't have to beat them
Yeah,
often. I got because my thing is my voice, and they knew that it wasn't playing.
yeah,
You feel what I'm saying?
yeah.
And
You established that when they
I
really,
established
really
that.
little.
I was looking at. I ain't with that book. That
Mm,
if I had to chastise you, then I mean
mm,
something that you would really did. You really got disrespectful out of somebody.
mm,
Now one thing I don't do play that disrespectful crap. You're not gonna disrespect no adult.
mm.
I don't play that. But my kids, I
Yeah,
tell you, I
yeah.
really sort of had to chastise them. But if I chastise them behind, oh, it was very
Mhm.
well worth it. And I think that.
Kids,
Mm-hmm.
kids need to have a healthy fear of their parents. A healthy,
But see,
healthy is not abuse.
now
I
they
You know
agree
what
dig
I'm
with
it.
that,
saying?
I do agree with that, but I don't think we have to necessarily put our hands on our little people to do that.
Some kids you do.
No, but see,
I
but
mean,
Some
that,
kids you do.
that's
I have
it.
definitely
That's it.
had my limits tested with my oldest. So I have twins, right? So the oldest twin of the twins, the one that was born first, that twin A, as they call them, twin A. Yes,
Mhm.
I had to, Shorty likes to like like, she'll be a little mouthy and stuff like that, like And
Uh-uh.
I try to not do it. Like I don't want to go there, but it be so much and so extra,
Mhm.
and I don't want to do that one though. Like I don't. I don't
Mhm.
just think we should be doing that. Period. That's just me. I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I
Uh-uh.
don't
Look,
like it.
Well, see, that's it. Let me explain something to you, sweetheart. When we was coming out, we had discipline in school. You feel what I'm saying? And we was more behaved. We were more respectful and everything. And the kids these days that they're so rude and very disrespectful.
mhm.
You feel what I'm saying? They don't have no respect for their parents. They don't have no respect for anything. And see, my thing is, they keep, oh, You just touch a child to a child
No,
abuse this,
see,
a
I
child
never grew
abuse
up
that.
with nobody, no teachers hitting us though. I never grew up with that one. If a teacher would have hit me though back then, I promise you
Girl,
I'd
look
put
at
my hands right
we
back on
got
them.
we got paddle in school.
Oh
Hell
no,
yeah.
Yes,
Oh
no,
yes,
yeah.
never
ma'am.
happened.
We got
Uh,
and all the junk like they got in school now. They carrying guns and they doing all, we didn't have none of that junk back there.
We didn't have no corporal punishment when I went to school, and I can guarantee you, had somebody they put their hands on me, oh yeah, I was gonna hit their
Ooh,
butt back,
I
and my
got I
mommy
got
was
a
gonna show
I
up.
got a I got an ass whipping from a man who whipped my mama ass so many
Oh,
years before.
so in
Mr.
school,
Johnson. Yeah, in school. They'll whoop your ass,
man,
call your mama. She finna whoop you either on spot or at home. And then she get
mm-mm,
your daddy. Man, you liable to get 3 ass whoopings for the
three,
same offense.
mm-mm.
man, listen, you got beat. Don't in the neighborhood we grew up in. Me and one of my partners talk about this thing. He lives in Florida. We get on the phone. We talk about it. He said, "Man, we didn't have nothing." He said, "Man, my mama beat him. His mama beat me. Then I act up. If my mama at home, and I act up. His mama tore my ass up. When my mama came home, I got another ass cut.
Is that
Nah,
exactly?
You see
nah,
what I'm
nah,
saying?
Exactly.
nah,
That's the way.
nah.
That's the way. That's
What
the
we
way.
want to do?
That's the way we was raised. And
Yeah.
guess
If you
what?
ain't look like my
And it
people,
works.
if
It
you ain't look like
works.
my people, the urban side, you ain't look like the urban people or Shaw people, and you touch me, oh yeah, it's gonna be a whole problem. My
But
whole
you
family's
not
gonna come.
but you not like most of us grew up around. I grew up around all black neighborhoods. I ain't gonna
Right,
say
so
that's
we
all
said that
black
one.
people,
I
but
just said that one
it
was
wouldn't
cute.
matter. I had some white teachers. If they wanted to whip my ass, it was about adults and
No,
there's
man,
children,
Right.
no,
and
And
you
see, the
no,
got
thing
your
about it
ass
is,
whipped.
see,
Yeah.
no.
the thing about it is, see, it was a choice. They
Mm-hmm.
would send permission slips home and see whether to discipline it. I'd rather listen. I'd rather have got my ass cut in school than it got
Mm-hmm.
suspended.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I can't get suspended.
What? Shit, suspended? Shit.
Suspended, like when you get on punishment, and I'd rather take the ass whooping sometimes because the punishment be
The
like
punishment,
straight torture, man. Them parents was
man.
very
Listen, I
creative
was not,
back then.
I was not going home and tell Catherine until I got suspended.
Mm-mm.
Mm,
Whew,
I'm trying to get in
yeah.
trouble getting suspended though. It's like when I was like got into a fight. So I took
man.
credit for
Listen,
that one.
What you
But if I
say,
got
Macy? If
suspended
she
like for
slapped the
doing
black
anything else,
eye?
then I got in trouble.
what did you say,
But when it came
Lindsay?
down to fighting, because my mommy knew, like, if it came down to fighting, I didn't start the fight. My mommy knew that part. But she knew, like, if it came down to suspicion for anything else, it was my fault. And I got, that's when I got punishment. But
Look,
no,
I said like Macy, your mama smack you to another family or slap the black off you.
What?
That's
no,
how
Man,
I feel.
listen, my mama
no,
was left-handed,
no.
and my mama had a backhand slap out of this world.
Ooh.
Boy, you catch that sucker out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Listen, the worst ass cutting I ever got. It went from no joke in the streets, no nothing. It was by my mama. Me and my little brother, little T, called ourselves. We sat up in a room. We made a pact. We tired of mama hitting on us. The next time mama beat one of us, we're gonna go in there. We're gonna jump her. Lord have mercy, Jesus.
I don't know why you thought that.
What? Mama beat my little brother. I ran up in a room, quick hitting on my brother. You don't lost your. Mama said, "Oh, y'all bad, eh?" Mama put that belt down. Hey, we was
And you
hollering.
don't need this.
She trying to kill me.
Huh.
Look,
Lady T. Mama put my hands up and fought like we was on the street.
look,
Boy, listen, I tell you 1 day, 2 days show, we ain't tried that shit no goddamn more.
exactly. Your
I
mama
never even
had
thought
look.
about that one.
Your mama had hands like when I was growing tall. I was the only one growing tall, and you know how you can bucket somebody like you
Ooh,
flinch at them, and I did that shit at 11. My mama put the belt there. She said, "You don't need this no more." Man, I don't know where them hits was coming from. I just know she beat me up the hallway to the refrigerator, knocked me out, and my brother and them actually leaned over me like, "Mama knocked you out." This was before Friday. This is before Friday when it was like, you got knocked the fuck out. Yeah. That was the first and last time I thought I could tussle with Big Sin. Hell no.
Woo,
Mm-mm.
man,
You know,
please.
Miss T, I never thought that. I never want to fight my mother. I was never like disrespectful towards my mommy like that one. I was just like that. Like, I always wanted to like fight in school. Like, I was just like a bad child. But I was never like, disrespectful towards my mother, if that makes sense. I was
I,
never
I, I
disrespectful
was
towards
disrespectful.
teachers.
I want to still expect to get captivated. We call ourselves being bad. We're gonna follow behind the white kid, gonna talk about it our parent. Shit, that shit on the last one time.
See, I never did that one though, Maceo. I never thought about that. I never want to talk back to my mommy. I never
I
want to do
didn't. No, I ain't talk about like. But back then, Destiny, my mom had this thing, and I would suspect this for everybody. She had this thing. Why would an adult lie on you? Why would a kid? I was like, cause they a liar.
You're right. Yes,
It was
ma'am.
always like the adults are so all that. And yo, I think C's tired of us talking about that. He said Canelo fought Plant in a unification, and the WBO ruled it as a Mando defense, so he doesn't have to satisfy a Mando for 18 months. If that ain't fuckery, I don't know what is. I've never heard of that rules. I say, yeah, sees the foolery of it all. I never heard of that rule. I hope that's not a rule that if you satisfy your Mando,
Yeah, that's it. Yes.
that's a rule.
Just like Bud. He fought Sean. That was a Mando. So he don't have nothing for 18 months. He ain't got to fight. He ain't got to fight another Mando for 18 months. I don't care who it is. Yes, ma'am. Once you satisfy your Mando for I know the WBO rules that you don't have to fight another for 18 months. But it's up to you. I mean, you could go ahead and do it, but you don't have to do anything for 18 whole months.
Well, I ain't know that, but does that apply to every sanctioning body though?
Okay, how did you feel about your little buddy, the little Russell boy, the little Antoine Russell baby?
Antoine Washington.
I don't like that one. I don't like neither one. I don't like none of the Russells, period. Because they try to,
What?
I don't like them.
I like
I
the
don't like the Russells.
Russells. That's
Now,
DMD, right?
now,
What? Why you
because
don't like them?
Curious George tried it with my baby Terrence Crawford. I don't like them. So I don't like none of the
Oh,
Russells.
Russell is an old school beast. I didn't know he was a hunter, but I like that clip where he said I could slap a motherfucker. He told Chris
I don't
Colbert,
like
I
Curious
could
George.
slap him.
Man,
Curious George.
listen. Gary Russell was just popping off his mouth. He didn't want to get in that ring with Bud.
You know that too, Maceo. We been new.
We
Because
been
if he
knew
really
that.
wants to do that, if Curious George really wants to fight Bud, he would have took his ass
But
up to
listen,
147.
no, it ain't. When Bud told that motherfucker, Bud came on and addressed that nigga and told him, nigga, I will break your motherfucking neck. He ain't saying shit after Bud.
For
He
real.
just said he was like a whole bunch of
AJ, you
slipping
remember that?
remarks.
I missed that one, Maceo. I
AJ,
straight missed it.
you remember that?
Yeah.
But
But
yeah,
y'all,
when he came out, he told he wanted to fight, go do all this shit. Bud went live in his car lady T, addressed the motherfucker, told nigga, I will break your motherfucking neck.
Yeah, I remember, I do
That
remember that.
joker,
When he said
hey,
that.
listen, hey, look at Lady T. You
yeah.
ain't heard that joker call Bud name no more. He know Bud was dead goddamn serious. Bud said, I will fuck you up, nigga. I will break your motherfucking neck.
I
Bud
still
told
like Gary Russell though. I still
shit.
like him though.
I do not like the Curious George. I do not like him.
Oh man.
I don't
Now
like Curious
that
George.
right, now listen, now, Lady T. Now that
Mm.
right there, man, listen, when Bud said that shit there, I know he was dead, got that shit. He'd have went back to the streets on that one there. I said, boy, look at here. I said, better fuck that boy there. He just told, he wasn't laughing, he wasn't smiling or nothing. He addressed that shit in his car, went live and said that shit.
Damn. Look,
No,
C said he laughed. He said you gotta respect the Russell family. But Gary got washed by Loma. What you think Bud would do? Laugh out loud. I don't know if Gary got washed by Loma, but I do in my opinion, I do think Bud would beat Gary. I just think that,
Beat.
you know.
Man,
I love on that
he
fight.
was
I watched that fight, again recently, and they kept trying to tell me like Loma knocked him down. I didn't see the knockdown. I must have missed it because it never happened. I didn't see the so-called like phantom knockdown unless they cut it out the fight. They might have cut
I
off the fight.
I barely remember Loma and Gary Russell fight.
Go
I
back
don't
and
think it
look at
was
it. There's
that.
no knockdown.
I don't
Go
think
saw
back.
it
the
was
fight. I saw
deep.
the fight.
It won't no
But I
wash.
was like, shit, I got that. Then he got the third. What was the third fight? He got a title shot.
Yeah. That was the second title shot too,
And
right?
PC don't want to hear it.
See, I agree with you. I feel like Loma definitely won. Like it was a clear win for Loma. Like seriously, like
He
Mm-hmm.
said,
people got to
Miss
take a
C,
tap at some
stop it.
point.
He said, Miss C, stop it. Loma absolutely dominated that fight. I'm sorry. I don't know. I ain't see it that way. See, I don't know. I'm not. Listen, he lost, but Gary lost, but I didn't see like a domination. Because I've seen other Lomo fights when he clearly dominated. Remember them string of fighters where he had people quitting?
Yeah, but shit,
I don't
he
see.
beat
I
Gary.
don't see that with
He
Gary.
beat Gary ass.
He did win
Uh,
though. I mean, I don't know about the domination part though. Sees, I think you like going a little bit overboard, but he definitely won. Like it was, it was a clear win for him. But I don't know about the whole
But
domination part though.
Gary wanted a rematch. He wouldn't rematch him though.
I
yeah,
I
mean,
think.
it's the dude he lost to against, the Toledo dude, the little, the journeyman. He didn't want to rematch little Buddy. So Loma's not really he's not really with the smokes. He's just
but
not.
Loma
He's not
Loma
with it.
don't give no rematches, so I don't think nobody should give him one neither.
I don't know, but Toledo, he had a chance to, rematch Toledo, and he turned it down. Loma turned that rematch down. It wasn't
That's just
Toledo.
like I don't think God that he did. I don't think he'll deserve a fight with Devin Haney.
Ooh,
At
Loma
this point, no,
Chico.
he does not deserve a
Lomo.
fight with Devin Haney. No, because he played in Devin Haney's face, so he does not deserve to fight my baby Devin. No, he does not.
I
And
think I
Devin
think
should not fight him.
I call it a duck. He dropped that belt. He didn't want to face Devin,
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want to face Devin. Now all of a sudden, damn, Bar Air want to push you in there to fight Devin. Like Devin got all the belt. Think Devin an easy pick. I said the hell with Lomo.
Well, y'all see how big Devin got.
Yep.
I mean, he had a picture where he's sitting there with a jacket on, and he like
Mhm.
kind of looking over his left shoulder or something. I was like, that motherfucker big. What happened?
Uh-huh.
Since he's only 23, right? So
Yeah, he
he's not,
20.
he's not even reached like nowhere near his like full man strength. At 25, I believe 25, right, y'all, for men? I believe it's 20. Y'all correct. 'Cause I'll be reading stuff and my memory's not that great. I believe it's 25 for men that y'all Greek,
When
like y'all supposed to like totally maybe.
Well, Devin and
it's
Shakur have.
ballpark. It's ballpark. What you say, Maysel?
I think Devin and Shakur. I don't think they have reached their potential yet of growing. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
everybody differently.
But
Like you can't put a
once them young boy fill out, man, they're gonna be hell, man.
especially. Oh
I
man,
give
you
it to
see how big Shakur is. God damn.
Shakur going, no man, shit. And a lot of people sleeping on, but a lot of people sleeping on Devin too. They still sleeping on Devin. I don't like because they don't get Devin his respect.
I agree. I 100% agree. Devin, he's so versatile. He understands the rings. He has so much ring generalship and so much, high ring IQ that he knows that it's just certain things that he just do in the ring. He knows, like, you know what? I don't have to like press my body. I don't have to do so much. I could just do
Uh,
this and beat your ass.
I mean,
So I
and
the jab.
listen, it's a lot of good fighters that didn't have knockout power. Look at Sweet Pea. Sweet Pea didn't knock a nigga out all the time.
Mhm.
He wasn't that much, but he was a masterful boxer. That's what Devin is. You ain't got to knock a joke out low. It go in the name of the game. If he hit, it don't be hit. If you could jab a nigga to death and beat the nigga to death. You ain't got do what you got to do.
That
Why?
part makes me that part. And according to statistics, is that most fights do not end in like knockout. They don't end in like complete knockouts. It's like even stoppage or like goes to the count. It does not go to like knock out. So
No, I'm just saying. I'm just, I call a ball a stoppage. I call up a knockout TKO or whatever. But I'm saying if he could go in there and beat him like he did, got that Cambosa convincingly, should beat the ass
Yeah.
convincingly. Go about your business.
However
I,
you beat him is how you beat him.
how you beat him? How
Extra
you beat him?
extra O is in the building with Papa King. What you got on me? The floor is yours.
Salute, Miss T. Salute. Salute to the panel.
What's
What's up, man?
good?
What's going on, Mr. Golden? What's up with you, Mr. Golden?
Not much, baby boy. Not much, man. Just chilling. Catching,
Yeah,
catching the
man.
lady show tonight.
I see. ATL, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, fam?
All right. I see. I got Miss Destiny Black on the panel.
full of
Mhm.
too.
I
I'm
see
gonna say,
y'all.
Queen.
I see y'all talking about my boy Devin.
Okay,
yeah, man.
so
Huh?
who am I talking to, baby? I'm sorry. Hello. I'm sorry. Hello.
Oh yeah. This extraordinary. Oh, okay.
It's short. I don't know who that person is.
Yeah. Now,
Extraordinary. Oh, he come through all the time.
yeah.
You've
This
been
topic.
missing. You've been missing. You've been missing Miss Destiny. He's a good
Huh?
fella, man. He's a good fella.
believe it. I'm
Oh,
just thinking like I don't know who I was
okay.
speaking to. I just want to like know somebody's name before addressing them. 'Cause I don't like say, "Hey, little buddy," and then you be all offended. 'Cause I don't mean no harm, but I don't know your name.
Right,
Okay,
right,
sir.
right. It's all good. It's all good. Can y'all hear me good?
What do
Yeah,
you
we
Yeah,
know?
hear you good, little bro.
you got the
Okay,
flow.
okay.
You got the flow, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up?
No, I was just wanting to, cook on the whole, Devin. I just came back in. I'm on my little birthday trip. So
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Happy
that's right.
birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Oh wait a minute, your birthday today too?
no, no, it was yesterday.
Yeah,
Happy
my
Look,
son's birthday was Monday.
Oh, that
happy
what's
birthday
up.
to Leo too. Happy birthday to both Leos.
That's
Thank
what's
you,
up.
thank you, thank you, thank you,
Happy
thank you.
birthday.
Yeah, man. I wanted to cook on something that a little Devin Haney. I want to jump in on some of that too, cause
Look at it.
legit. I think Devin Haney, but as far as being the pure boxer, shit at 135. I mean, I don't see nobody touch. I like Tank, but I don't like and I like other guys at 135, but I don't see nobody touching Devin. Just his jab, his pure
Thank you.
boxing skills, and all the stuff that he got. Because next to I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, but I always get Earl credit for the jab that he had, and I think the only one that got a better, you know what I'm saying, who comes second to him in the jab is Devin. Devin got a
Man,
Devin will jab
definitely.
your ass to death.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you put that jab. I mean, listen, a lot of people feel like without that jab, a fighter ain't nothing to me. That jab,
Exactly. Let's go.
see, everything comes off of the jab. If you can establish the jab and
Hmm.
establish that the jab sets up everything.
No,
Yes,
indeed.
it does. Yes, it does.
Ali's bread and butter. That was Muhammad Ali's bread and butter was his jab.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
that
jab
yeah,
is
jab.
the quintessential punch in any like if you don't have a jab, that is the quintessential punch in any fight. Like you have a
exactly.
lazy jab, like Tank has a lazy jab. He doesn't have like no sharpshooter jab. He just not. He
Right,
does not. He has a
right,
very
right,
lazy
right.
jab.
Yeah, see,
Okay, sorry.
Tank use his Tank and Devin's just rangy. He's long, he's rangy. He can see Tank kind of use his jab, but he kind of be on the back foot. He'll use his jab, but Tank set traps. See, he's good at setting traps, so he'll hit you with that big shot and take your ass up out of here. But see what Devin does, his footwork is got A1. His footwork is A1. He's rangy. He can keep you at the end of his glove. He won't let you get close, and then you get close, he jabbing the shit out you. And so that's why I say, as far as somebody that even can give Devin a run for their money, I would have to go down to 130 and look at Shakur, because Shakur is
That,
the
that,
only one that I can
that's
see.
the only one. But see, listen, see, a lot of people in fella realize that was Mike Tyson downfall. That's how
Yeah,
Mike Tyson got his ass whooped. That boy,
yeah,
Buster Douglas neutralized everything Tyson had with that jab.
yeah. And see,
He,
Tyson tried to close distance. He tried to get
he
inside.
couldn't get in. He
Yeah,
couldn't get
right.
in. He couldn't
Exactly.
get in.
Exactly.
Long as Buster kept that jab on Tyson's face, Tyson couldn't
Hmm.
do nothing.
Can't do shit. Can't do
That's just
shit.
like that's just like in Canelo last fight, him and Bevel. Bevel kept that jab on his goddamn face and
Kept that damn jab.
kept
Damn
that
sure did.
kept that jab on the face and kept him off balance
Right,
all
right,
day
right.
long.
And see, that's the thing. That's why I say Devin is rangy. He's got a his reach. He's rangy, so he can keep you at the end of that jab. And jabs. People always say, "Oh, Devin is boring." You're not looking at Devin's skills. His that it's just nice to see a person that can get in there with their technical skills like Devin and just go to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just
Reginald,
like people.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Oh
Continue
yeah, no,
cooking.
no, no. You go ahead, Miss Destiny. I'm,
Are you
I'm
sure?
good. Yeah. I just want Go ahead. I'm good. Yeah. I
Reginald,
just
what you're saying, like he has no chin and no power, right? But you failed to
All that
mention
shit
that
in.
Devin already was in the ring with the likes of the little baby Tank. He
right.
beat Tank so bad that he made Tank quit. Why do you think Tank's trainers and Tank do not want to fight Devin Haney? If Devin Haney's never touched the canvas ever, not even his like in his amateur career, not in his professional career, he has never touched the canvas. There's a
Right.
reason why they don't want Tank to fight Devin Haney. It ain't got nothing to do with like who he signed with, because before he was even signed with Top Rank, Tank had a chance to fight Devin. He didn't want to do it.
Right.
Tank had a chance to fight Lomachenko, but he was that mind you, Lomachenko's with Top Rank. He's always been with Top Rank, so they was
Right.
willing to make deals to fight Lomachenko, but they cannot do the same thing with Devin. Like, let's be realistic. It's because what Devin Haney did to Lil Buddy. And that's why Floyd Sr., even Floyd Jr., even Tank admitted it. Even Kevin Ford admitted it. They all
Right.
admitted that Devin Haney tapped that ass. Like he really, like, you know, he made Lil Buddy push up daisies. He was pushing up daisies. Yeah, that was a dirt dad.
And another thing, Reginald, Tank's not gonna be able to close distance on Devin like that. I'm telling you, you think you can get close in on Devin enough to get Devin gonna jab the shit out you. He's gonna move, he's gonna use angles. Devin, come on, man, to say, yeah, you know, you might say he's not a knockout artist and all that shit like that, but if he beating the shit out you for 12 rounds, then you know what I mean, you don't need to be a knockout artist. You can beat the shit out of somebody.
Keep your ass off of you. He got enough power to keep their ass up off of him, though. How about that?
Right. So that, I mean, that's what I'm gonna say about Devin, man. I see a lot of people always got to make comments. Oh, he's, you know, he got pillow hands and all that type of shit like that. You can say what you want to say. That motherfucker can box, boy. That goddamn Devin's serious. I mean, I just love his technique and just how he moves around the ring, his ring generalship and all that.
Say it again, and say it again. Let the choir say amen.
Y'all over there cooking, huh?
Yeah,
like, I gotta take some notes. Let me see if I got my let me see.
Oh, but see, you know, I come in, I listen to y'all. I like to listen to. I like to listen to boxing talk. I can come in all day and listen to boxing talk.
That was me taking notes.
Huh?
You breaking up this.
Boxing to me is like, it's kind of like an orgasm. You know what I'm saying? Like, no.
Oh my God.
No, man.
Oh my God.
Pure boxing to me is like an orgasm. It's a great thing. It's like a great thing.
I hear you, Destiny. I hear you.
I just love pure boxing. That's why I love, you know, the likes of my baby, you know, Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, you know, Mayweather. Like, only like one of my top favorite fighters who's never been a pure boxer, which is Mike Tyson. But y'all got to realize that was the very first fight I ever saw. That actually remember. Maybe that's the first fight I ever remember, though. Maybe.
Right.
Yeah. So
are y'all gonna look at his mini series that he got coming out on Hulu?
Yeah,
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. See, yeah. I'm gonna watch that shit. I can't wait to that. When that's supposed to come out?
So they just say soon, but I'm assuming this month maybe. But it's supposed to be real hardcore, straight to the point, no chaser, no sugarcoating.
Okay.
All that. They bringing all the smoke.
Misty, one thing about Tyson though, he really do like he don't really tell no good lies and alibis. He do tell you the truth.
Oh yeah. He keep it he keep it 100 with you. Oh, he 100 all the way.
So
they said this miniseries, it kept to his tradition, because it's one thing for Tyson to do a one-man show. It's another thing for a whole production company, including producers and directors, to put a movie of some sort together. Tyson ain't gonna have that much creative control. But from what I hear, they ain't sugarcoating shit. You gonna get the raw, real deal Holyfield in this and this Mike Tyson miniseries.
Hey, Reginald trolling.
Is he?
Yeah, Reginald trolling.
Misty, you really had to say the Holyfield part though. You really had to say that part though. You really just did that stuff. You so
What part? What you talking about?
That real deal Holyfield part. You really had to say that part though. You just
You don't like Holyfield? You don't like Holyfield?
You don't like that part. You know I don't like that part. Why you being petty right now?
No, I ain't even know you ain't like Holyfield. I just said it because he from Georgia.
Miss T.
No,
you know,
actually, anybody that's close to my age for a long time, when you wanted to say something was real, you be like, man, that shit real deal Holyfield. You would say that. Yes, you did. I said my age. I'm older than you. I said, oh, I'm a little older than you. I'm telling you, in
Yeah, that's true.
my day, we did
That's
say
true.
that, and before that, we actually said, man, that shit like the real McCoy. Did I go
Right.
over somebody's head? Did I go over somebody's head with that one? The real McCoy? Y'all remember
Right,
hearing
right.
that? Oh my! Oh, it's like clockwork. You know, man, I'm telling you, it's all those things. So I haven't said real deal Holyfield in so long. I just thought I.
Well, with me being from Atlanta, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Definitely you know what I'm saying, I was rocking with, but I can't say I was a Tyson fan. I was Tyson, but I rocked with Holyfield because he was
Mhm.
Atlanta. I mean, he was down here, so
But
I
but
did,
but
I did that.
extra don't you remember a lot of people used to always say that
Yeah, yeah,
back in the day?
hmm
Yeah, I
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah,
lie to you,
yeah,
sis. I
yeah,
wouldn't lie to you.
yeah. I remember.
Boxer, for the most part, will always be the brawler. For the most part, a boxer usually be the brawler. Brawler sometimes, they get lucky, like when my Frazier beat Muhammad Ali. So he got a little lucky with that one. But then, Muhammad Ali came back to avenge it, like I believe 3 times, two or 3 times he came back and avenged
2 extra
those,
times, I think. I think
yeah.
he fought. Did he fight Frazier 3 times or two?
I believe
He
two,
fought Frazier
is it three or four, y'all?
3 times.
It was three.
hmm
Okay, three.
Man,
Yeah.
Frazier
So
was one of my favorite fighters. I
Yeah.
just
maybe,
like his movement.
maybe I keep
Oh
saying
my
and I
god.
That
keep
man
saying
move
that.
that head. He got that head movement. He got that bob. He
Mhm.
get that. He get in there. Yeah.
Oh
Frazier.
my god, I love everything. He was like the Sean Porter of back then, but he didn't play no football. Cause see,
Right.
that's the one thing about Sean Porter I don't like is he gonna headbutt you. He all over you. You like, are we boxing or we wrestling? But
Right.
Frazier
Oh,
all over you like that,
oh,
making you uncomfortable. But he moving his head, he keeping his head off line, he slipping
Right.
punches, he coming in that bit. Man, I used to love it.
Let's
I
see,
used to love
I'm just saying though, I felt like to me the most I felt like to me the most closest person to Frazier was Earl Spence because the way he keep coming. And he does
Oh,
Earl Spence just keep coming and coming and coming and
that
coming.
pressure. It's that pressure. That pressure they
It's
put
that
on you. Yeah.
pressure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Earl
Yeah.
Spence.
That's
And
it.
those,
Yeah.
and
That's
those, and
the
those, and those those body shots and stuff
And
like
on
that.
body
So
shot,
yeah,
yes, and the way he just keep like, bro, do you not get
yeah,
tired though? Like, are you not
yeah.
tired yet? Like
y'all
what
see how
what's up?
y'all see how the Figueroa brothers, how they hold their hands up. It's
Yeah.
kind of like
Uh-huh.
a weird way. Frazier used to do that too. Frazier
Yeah.
used to do that too. So a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah.
people borrow Frazier's style, but nobody can be Joe Frazier. No, none of them, which we named
Smoking Joe was the truth.
Smoking Joe.
Oh, yeah, he was the
Shit.
truth. Yeah, he was the
I'm
truth.
riding Smoking Joe train. I'm getting on that train because I know it's gonna reach its destination.
Miss
Man,
Right.
T
Joe boy, I tell
Miss
you.
T want to earth my entire soul tonight. That's all she wants. She just want to earth
I want to what? What'd you say?
my tonight. You know I'm playing, baby. You know I'm playing.
No,
Sis.
no, I know. I didn't hear what you said. I'm laughing with you. What'd you say? I'm just trying to be opposite or something.
Earth my entire soul tonight. It's what you're trying to do. Earth my entire soul. Because when it comes down to certain fighters, and you know how I feel
Yeah.
about them. I don't
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
dog.
honestly, I didn't know that you didn't like Holyfield, but I've always liked
No,
Smoking Joe.
no, I didn't like the Holyfield. And I did not. You know what? I was so with the Smoking Joe, even though I wasn't even born yet. But I was so
Okay.
with the Smoking Joe when I was able to understand like boxing or whatever, because I didn't like how
Uh-huh.
Muhammad Ali was such a colorist.
Yeah,
Like I just
yeah.
did not like that part.
I
I'm
remember
sorry.
you was
I'm
saying
so
that
sorry to
before.
all my light skinned brothers and sisters. But for him, he truly got under my skin. He was such a colorist. I just do not like that man. I have no
Mm.
respect for him to this day.
Right.
Damn. She hardcore with it, but I just like the
All my
Smoking
light
Joe.
skinned brothers out there.
What you
What's
say, ATL?
I said shout out to all my light skinned brothers out there.
Uh,
that?
I was a little
Re-
thick over
Reginald
here,
Peters
just a
said
little
Smoking
bit.
Joe is unsung in HW boxing. Birdman said Winky Wright is what I call pressure.
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
can
he's
write.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
he good
we
too.
can write.
Oh,
Yeah, we
Winky
can write
Wright
push
good
pressure.
too.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
yeah.
And
But he was that
Reginald
kind
said,
of pressure though
Yeah,
that
that was some.
he wasn't kind of pressure that
I
actually
still
hurt
look
you
at.
though.
I still look at that match with him and with Fila Trinidad, with Phoenix
oh
Trinidad and shit
yeah, I
like that.
seen that
Yeah,
fight finally.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was like, he's another one that you can't teach nobody how to fight like him. But the shit is, it works for him. Like you would never say, this is the way I want you to properly box. But shit, it worked for Winky.
Yeah.
Him, Pacquiao, there's a couple of them like that. They just Winky Rice told them beat his ass.
Like Evander Holyfield might have been on that good juice. I thought about Evander Holyfield being on that good juice. Anybody else heard that about Evander being on that good juice?
Hey man, I used to box with his people in his gym and shit, man. My mom used to clean his house.
Evander Holyfield?
Yeah.
Y'all remember?
Was he on that good juice then, baby?
I don't know nothing about no juice though.
He had a big motherfucking house. Then he asked.
That's the house. I think Rick Ross bought the house now.
Yeah, Rick Ross.
A humongous ass house.
Yeah, that's a huge ass house, man. Well, I say it is a huge ass house.
Yeah,
it's still over there. Yeah.
Like how many kids though? Like 11 or 13. He has like a whole bunch of kids.
Yeah, he was fruitful. He was fruitful and multiplied.
Yeah.
Reginald said Larry Holmes is another unsung. Yeah, old Larry.
He also said Crawford is in trouble because Spence ain't been doing. I said, okay, all right. We're gonna see when they get in the ring. Reginald, I hear you, bro. But we're gonna see when they get in the ring, bro. Just like Spence ain't Crawford ain't seen Spence ain't seen nobody like Crawford. Crawford ain't seen nobody like Spence. Spence ain't seen nobody like Crawford. Crawford got a unique fucking style, boy. And that motherfucker, them angles and shit, and they got them reaching. Cause Crawford was a 74-inch. How the fuck is you 5'8" with a 74-inch arm reach?
And he don't look like it's that long. Like he don't look abnormal. He ain't he ain't great aping it out here. But you know what? Earl gonna get in that ring and he gonna say, "Wait a minute, how many people in this motherfucker?"
Yeah, right.
You met him in person, right? So they say people that met Crawford in person though, they say he has really big hands. You met him in person. Do you agree? Does he have really big hands? He does.
I didn't actually look at his hands that much, but he's definitely strong. Like you get that feeling of strong because like whether because he leans on you, he'll get in there and take the picture with you. And all I know is I was like, damn, this nigga rock solid. Like he's strong as a bitch. Like, I mean, he feel like a rock. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna let y'all have it. I can't say nothing.
He said he gonna let us have.
ATL, you a Smiths fan? You rock with Smiths?
Yeah.
I'm down all day.
Oh, okay. I got you. Hey, but you know what though? I don't hate on Smiths. That's the thing. I actually like Smiths. I just rock. I'm a Crawford fan, but I don't have. That's what I'm saying. I tell people all the time, just because I rock with Crawford, don't mean I hate Spence. Don't get it twisted. I like Spence.
Hey, look, we were talking.
Look, hey, look at this. Hold on. Look at this. Well, I don't know about that shit.
We talking about this earlier, right? And we all said that, we waiting on the fight, man. We tired of waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Me too, brother.
So by me saying that,
I never respected his game in the boxing ring. I never did like Spence. But once I started doing this YouTube stuff, I truly disliked him after the YouTube stuff. Especially when I knew he's payola.
Hey, but you know what, Destiny? I think it's a lot of his fan base is what make you feel like that, though. I don't think
it's because he's payola. It's because he's payola. I don't like payolas. I don't like that part.
Hey, Destiny, hold on. I gotta ask you a question. I've been waiting to ask you this question.
I can get with the realistic fan base, the ones that's really talk about boxing, but the ones that are just them Earl Spence. Oh, I love you, Earl Spence. Oh, I can't do that, man.
The strawberry oil everywhere.
Yeah, I can't get with that, man. I'm like, come on now, you done the most.
What you gonna ask me, baby?
Destiny, I wanted to know a long time ago, and I never looked this up. Because I was like, oh, Destiny gonna look it up and break it on, breaking news maybe on my show or somebody else. But you always kept saying that somebody came out and said that Spence told him to talking about Blu-ray and their relationship.
Oh no, Blu-ray said his own mouth, and ATL can attest to this because he was on a T show too. When the thing was, Blu-ray said Lil Buddy paid him $50,000 50 G's, not 5 G's, not 50 cents, not $50,000 to pretty much promote him.
And big him up.
Yes, pretty much. That's what he said. I don't remember the exact words he said verbatim. I swear I do not. But he took down that video. It was on the Instagrams. He took down that video.
Okay. That's why. Yeah, because I might have, when you first said it, I might have looked it up. But ever since then, I was like, I'll definitely go find that. Because I don't know of anything about that. But I remember that you said that a long time ago. And I was like, he did? So all that working out.
ATL, my lion ATL.
I'm trying to remember, honestly.
Nah, he remembers.
No, because that's like when I first got on YouTube myself. I've been on YouTube for like a year or so.
Yeah, this is like less than a year though. This is like definitely like earlier this year. It was definitely earlier this year.
You see what Reginald said?
Late last year. It was either earlier this year or late last year. That was when Blu-ray was talking about. Yeah.
Was he saying it on his show?
He said on his YouTube, like not his YouTube channel. It was on his Instagram. He said on his Instagram. But you know what? People always say Instagrams though. He said about that 50 G's though. And he was like, I cannot remember verbatim what he said, but I do know that Jerry Jones brought out his whole stadium for him. And Misty, I sent you the information on that too, because they tried it. They tried to say I was lying about that too. I sent you the information on that one. Jerry Jones, like, if Jerry Jones bought your stadium once, that ain't the only time he bought your stadium. Let's be realistic.
Now I could see Jerry Jones buying the stadium because he fucked with Spence. I could see that.
And no. I can show you. I can see
what she's saying.
I can see that.
Yeah, I know, but for all those listening, what she basically saying is he ain't really selling out. It's Jerry Jones buying the tickets.
Yeah, no, I ain't.
Yeah.
Is that not what you're saying?
But I did hear that too. I heard that too. Yeah, I heard that too. Now Destiny might have receipts, but I just heard it. You know what I'm saying? I did hear that though. Or ATL.
The receipts. I sent the receipts to Miss T.
Right,
she got it too.
Right. My regular phone.
Okay.
Well, that's what you.
That's what I said. I just was saying I don't have receipts. I just heard. I did hear it.
Wait. Miss T, I'll send it to you right now so you can post it right now.
You want me to? Yeah, send it right now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Hey, Destiny. Resident talking junk to you, Destiny.
He said, Miss Black, don't duck me after your boxer get stopped.
Don't duck me, son.
Hey, Destiny, you see Resident comment?
She getting the receipt, yo.
He said, "Don't duck me, son."
He said, "Don't duck me, son." After your boy gets stopped, after your boss get.
We're gonna see Destiny for that.
That's funny, man. That's funny. I can't wait to this fight, man. They need to go make this shit happen, man. I'm so tired of this shit, man.
For real, I'm ready to hit somebody. I'm ready to talk shit and laugh and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. Like whoever's holding the fight.
And you know it's gonna be an epic show.
Bro, you already know it, bro.
Either way.
I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck if it's Spence or
Either
Crawford.
way.
I don't care who holding up the fight. They need to go ahead and do what they need to do to make this fight happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Sis, I just sent to you. So please post them like on your channel so everybody can see it. Because people always think I be lying. I have to come with receipts.
Hey, Destiny. Oh, you see Reginald? You see Reginald comment? He's talking junk to you.
Oh, okay, Reginald. I mean, you know what? If Spencer's successful though, if Spencer's actually successful though, you know what? It's man doing a damn thing though at 147. So I'm still somebody love. I still don't like him though. I mean, never gonna like him. But I'm still gonna show love though. You gotta respect the man. You gotta respect the man. If he starts my baby's Crawford, I gotta put some respect on his name.
Yeah,
I'm still ain't gonna like him. I'm still ain't never gonna like him.
I'm still
He's not gonna be like my favorite fighter.
I'm gonna ride to the wheel fall. I'm riding to the wheel fall out with Bud. I'm riding to the wheel fall off. I don't give a damn.
Well, you better buy another time.
Hey, okay, ATL, man. I'm going down with the ship, and I'm still gonna be on here. I'm still gonna be on
You better go get you another rim.
I ain't gonna duck. I'm still gonna be right here after the fight. Whatever happens, I'm gonna be right here.
You're
I
gonna
ain't
have to
ducking.
get another rim for your car.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Ugly cry. I might even ugly cry if my baby Crawford loses. I might even ugly cry. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
You
I'm
might,
very
Hey,
Hey,
I would
if
too.
he loses,
hey,
I
ain't
can't
gonna be
go
a,
to your prime face.
ain't gonna be a
Mm.
sad day. It's gonna be a sad day though. I ain't gonna lie, cause that shit gonna fuck with me for a little bit. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But
I'm
I'm
trying
gonna be right here though.
Hey, and I told everybody I got $100 bets.
Woo! I
I'm
might,
not gonna put no,
I
no
might,
sir.
I might have to get with you on that though. I ain't even gonna lie, cause I might have to get with you on that. Let me think
I
about
don't make it best. I don't make it best because when I lose, I get really mad. I hate losing.
it.
You say
Fuck
you're
that.
sore loser.
I am a sore Miss
Hey,
T.
hey,
You know Aquarius. You know Aquarius. We are sore losers. We do not
I
like to
thought
lose.
Libras were.
You know
Hey,
I would throw a
Destiny,
whole temper tantrum. What's up, baby sis?
you might have to email it to me because I can't get this shit to send from my phone to an email so I can put it up on the computer.
Okay, text me your email address and I'm gonna send it to your email address. How about that one?
All right.
I would try to put it in the chat if I could, but for whatever reason, when I'm on my phone, this stupid ass AT&T service won't let me do it. Shout out to AT&T
Hey,
for being
I,
trash.
I know, right? I got AT&T as well. I can't stand
Man, AT&T is complete trash.
them.
Charge the
they,
most. They charge the most.
they done plucked my last nerve.
Hey, you see, I done got them came back on like 4 times.
Cause
Mm-hmm.
AT&T, it's their
AT.
And they
fault.
charge the
It's
complete
their
most.
fault.
I
Yeah,
got
Reginald talking that yang yang. Birdman said, I'm a Spence fan, but I like Bud at times. But I guess he meant I do know a guy with a strong core would be a problem for a big guy with muscles. Indeed. Ain't nothing wrong with the promoting like that. He has basically saved money compared to that clown. But oh my God, Bud, he call him a clown. Clown Bud as promoting him. Laugh out loud. I forgot his name, but that dude is a clown. There you go, Birdman. Reginald, he said when Arrow move up and Bud lose,
Birdman in this
who the
bitch.
next dog at 147?
Man
He
down, gang.
got he got to get through Bud first, Reginald.
Man down, gang.
I don't think none of that matters because the work shows in the ring minus the nut shots only seen by me. Oh, everybody see them nut
That
shots.
was not in the comments, man. T, you just made that.
500. He said 500 bet a week before the fight. But shit, which one of y'all gonna bet Birdman?
Nigga be lying, shut. Birdman, they
Hey,
don't want to smoke, shut up.
hey, Bird, man. I'm gonna send you that video. I'm gonna send you that video when they were when all them nut
Man,
shots, all
nah,
them nut
send me
shots,
your cash app.
Mm-hmm.
all
Send
them
me your
nut shots.
cash app.
Hey,
That was
Miss T, we
Yeah,
we
what's
we
up?
we we got footage of all them nut shots. We got video of all them
Straight
nut shots.
footage.
Miss T.
Straight footage.
Miss
He
T,
know.
tell me send that cash app.
Huh? What you say?
Tell me send that cash app.
It's that cash out.
Send that cash app. Yeah,
Send that
Birdman
cash.
said go ahead and send that bet through the cash app. I guess he want me to hold it till the fight go down. Like I'm
How we
telling you,
doing,
Bird.
Miss T?
Yeah, you know your boy is a nut digger. He's a nut cracker. You know this. Y'all know this.
Hey, ATL know that, man. That's why he laughing. That's why he laughing. He know what time it is. ATL know.
He give a whole meaning to the word nutcracker. Remember that Christmas play? Cause
Yeah.
he sure be cracking them. That's why I
Yeah,
say,
no.
Bud, if I could, I'd go in the lab and make you a cup with spikes on it and put
Yeah.
little needles in the spikes. So every time you touch
Yeah.
it and hit it, it pop out. I bet he won't go there again. I'm just
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Birdman said facts, ATL man there all day. And then Birdman
Oh,
laughed. Y'all stop playing.
Destiny. I
till
Man,
sent
this
y'all
you your
day.
I sent you your email. It comes from like Destiny.24. Okay.
okay. Let me see. Let's see. We gonna see y'all. We gonna see.
Damn,
'Cause,
I wish there was a way to show you like even a screenshot of it. God dang, I hate that spot.
Hey, what if they fight in Atlanta?
Oh,
Right.
damn.
Oh shit.
ATL. Oh.
Only thing me and my wife got to do is go down there and get. We just go right down the street. ATL. Me and my wife just got to go right down the street.
Miss, you better have a damn a little basement set up or something for me so I can go sleep on the damn floor or something like air mattress.
Hey, look, I
My
gotta
people
drive
got
to Atlanta. I don't live right there in Atlanta.
But
Hey,
I'm just saying though.
hey,
So I'm gonna
that
drive with
shit,
your
that
ass.
shit,
I'm gonna drive with your
that shit.
What's
listen,
up?
hey,
It's
my people got
literally 10 minutes away from me.
3-bedroom house.
Damn.
Hey,
true.
hey,
10
it's
minutes for you.
Extraordinary.
it's 10 minutes away
My
from me.
people got a
Oh my goodness.
3-bedroom AR&B house.
Oh, I hate both of you. I hate all three of y'all
Got all
asking me
that.
bro.
But
I hate
look,
all
look,
three
we
of y'all
got
asking me bro.
somewhere to stay, Destiny. I call my girl Carmen up. She right there
Now
in
I'm gonna
Atlanta
say
too.
now. I hate all three of y'all asking me bro. All three of y'all asking. Y'all got asking ankles. Y'all got asking knees and elbows. How about that?
Damn.
What
God
you talking about?
damn.
I don't know what you talking about.
Damn, Destiny.
I don't know what Destiny talking about. I said we're gonna stay with my girl Carmen. You said no.
Hmm. No, it sound like you got no place for me to stay. I didn't hear what you said, honey.
No, I'm not close to Atlanta. That's what I'm trying to get you to say.
Oh,
See,
okay.
I'm not close.
I'm right
You
there.
know,
My
yeah.
people,
Well,
See,
y'all
I
just
have to
both
drive
married, and
too.
I don't have a problem with nobody's wife, so I won't get beat up. You know,
AR&B.
I look like how I look. I just want to
Hey,
look how I look. I want to leave. I
Nah,
want to wear like you know.
you and Carmen would get along good. Y'all would get along good.
I'm literally 10 minutes
Two
away.
married
I'm literally 10
gentlemen,
minutes away from
two married gentlemen. They both married, and then you know they try to like, oh yeah, this is my homegirl from YouTube channel. She, yeah, right. Double chicks would be
Look,
like, yeah, right, nigga. Don't play with
Birdman
me.
said,
Hey, my
Birdman said,
people in
if
goddamn
they,
Atlanta, so you know that's a good place.
you see what
Yeah.
Birdman said, if they fight in Atlanta, I'm hiring you for security real talk.
And I'll be right there.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I'm coming with the crew. We're gonna be
Missy.
on our best
Missy,
behavior.
I don't know who a Carmen is, so I'm gonna have to stay with you. And I don't give a damn if you're not close enough. We can take a Uber, we can rent a car, we can do something. But it's closer than me, like you know, whatever I'm trying to tell you.
That's fine.
That's
That's
fine.
fine. Look, we're gonna be in Atlanta because now one thing Miss T don't do, she don't drive in Atlanta. I can't stand driving in Atlanta. Actually, you know how y'all motherfuckers
they
drive up there.
goddamn, yeah. And that downtown traffic is a motherfucker too, man.
I don't fuck with Atlanta.
Yeah.
So I
These
find
motherfuckers drive crazy.
oh,
These motherfuckers drive crazy up here.
mm-hmm.
On the high end, though, she trying to get me killed. Talking about some of y'all too. Yeah, y'all wise. I would like to die with scalp, Miss T. I don't want to die like without scalp.
Listen,
And
I don't want to die either. Like shit. When the
with
fight
scalp.
over, I make a beeline to the car, get the fuck out of there.
No,
Cause I don't know what y'all Atlanta niggas be up to.
gentlemen. You try to tell me like I can stay with them two dudes. And between ATL and extraordinary. Yeah, I would like to die with scalp. I would like to die with scalp. And you know, like when I get my casket, I'm like everybody like, oh yeah, she looks just like herself. Missy trying to get that casket, like, god damn. Look
Nah,
like my
look, I'm surprised you ain't got scalp yet. You in Texas.
I don't deal with nobody, man. I don't deal with nobody, man. I don't. Yeah, I try to, you know, I don't do none of that. Yeah, it's not my business. Yeah,
Just long
I
as they
don't.
don't have that
That's my
motherfucker.
record.
Just long as they don't have that motherfucker in Texas, cause y'all see how they were doing bud in Texas, man.
Yeah.
Just long as they have it down there, cause
Exactly.
they
Texas, though. I ain't from Texas though. I'm from Chicago. I ain't from. Do I sound like I'm from Texas? Do I sound like I have a country ass accent?
But
No, I do
you
not.
live in Texas though. I ain't
Yeah, I
from
have to
Georgia.
live here. I have to live here right now. I have to live here right now. But as soon as I cannot live here no more, I'm Miss gonna move.
I'm
But
gonna meet
I'm here
Miss
right now.
Extra O and I'm gonna meet Miss ATL. We gonna
yeah.
all be hanging there. You know, we gonna all be
We
hanging.
got to. We got to. We got to.
Oh,
We got
did you
to.
get the email? Did you get the email, Sissy?
No, I didn't come yet. Well, last time I checked, let me check again.
Okay, so can anybody have like a number I could send it to? Like extraordinary, like not even like trying to be funny though. Like I could definitely delete your number. Like if I just send it to you like real fast.
Oh, that ain't no problem. You send
You
it to
can
me.
have my number, Miss T. You can have my number, Destiny.
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. I don't want no
Listen,
part
y'all,
of
y'all see, y'all
I
see
want no
my
part of my
email
side.
at the bottom. Did you put TV at the end? Because it never came. It's
Okay,
boxing
hold on. Let's
fans
see.
talk without the TV. Because you
No,
might have
no,
put TV at the end. It ain't
no, no.
come. I'm looking at it.
Boxing. Fan. I think it's fast, Fastiso or TV
No,
at eg.com.
no, it's boxing fans talk at
Yeah,
gmail.com.
without
It's scrolling
with,
at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, boxing fans
without the
talk.
TV.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I have that. I sent that. I sent that to you, Miss T. Yes, I did.
This okay, okay. Look,
Well, I sent it to you,
I'm
Miss
gonna have
T.
to show this girl.
Background, what's going on?
I'm gonna have to show her. Let me see where we gonna do it. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to show you what this damn number that this 240. I don't know what pervert this is, but they need to stop
Not a
sending me
curve.
a straight
Oh shit.
pervert.
Oh
And that's
shit.
been since I started. I've asked them, they don't. You know what I'm saying? Look, that's what comes up. That's my email. I don't have, you know what I'm saying? I don't have your email. As you saw, I don't know why, but it's not there. It'll probably come later. You know how technology be doing what the fuck they want to do.
She probably trying to send it again.
Yeah.
Probably trying to send it again.
Reginald
Hey,
said, "Bud."
hey. Birdman said the party at Miss T house after the fight. Bring your own shit.
Y'all gonna be so far away from the airport. I'm gonna be like Mark. We ain't got to go home, but Reginald Peter said, if Bud versus Earl don't fight, it will be the biggest duck since Bowie versus
on
Lewis or
on both
Both.
on both of them. On both of them. Shit, fuck it. Now, I'm a Bud fan, but fuck it. I don't know who to blame. So I'm gonna say both. I'm gonna be mad at both of them. I'm gonna be mad at Bud and goddamn Earl. Cause y'all should
I'm
have did.
already making my peace with it though. Extra, I'm making
Yeah,
my
I
peace
know you
with it.
had told me that, Mitzi. You told me that. You told me to calm down. You said because we got to make our peace. I said I can't do it. I'm trying, Mitzi. I probably need counseling. I probably need to go to get some counseling. That's probably what it is. I probably need to go see a shrink or some shit because I'm pissed off. I need this fight to happen. This is some bullshit.
I sent a screenshot to you, like what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I see. It comes to my phone. I just
This
let
is
me see if
ridiculous.
it's gonna do this. Let me see if it's gonna. It won't. Normally, I can email to give me an option, but it's not giving me that option. I don't know why, but I believe you, Destiny. I saw your text or whatever. I'll figure it out. Maybe we'll put it up. So when I get it and be able to email it to myself, we'll get it, put it up here. You may be here or not, but I get one of my kids and show me how to do it because that ain't my stilo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, make y'all peace with whether the fight gonna happen or not. I don't even be. I'm very calm, but I know that night if they do fight, like Big Fish say, I gotta take my damn blood pressure medicine.
Man, what you
Oh,
talking about? What you talking about, man? I'm gonna need to do that for real, cause that shit right here. Woo, man. Yeah,
I, I gotta
yeah.
be
Need more
ready.
careful. Yes,
Exactly.
yes,
I'm
yes,
fucking around,
yes.
have a heart attack up in this bitch. Like in the face, in the face.
Indeed, but hey, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get back to my
Miss T,
birthday
I
thing,
sent you a
and I'm.
screenshot. I sent you a screenshot, Miss T. Go look at it.
Okay, you want me to read it?
Yes, and post it. That's the link though. I sent the link to your email. I sent you like two screenshots, so you can post both of them. I hope you can post both of those screenshots.
Let's see. It could be my phone, Destiny, right now. It just normally I know how to go in here and mail whatever's through my text to email, and I don't know why it's not doing that. Don't you ain't got sending them more. I'm
Messages.
telling you,
Look at your
huh?
text messages, Chrissy. Look at your text messages.
I am looking. I'm looking at my text,
I
and
just sent the text.
it's not giving me an option. But
Yes,
I'll
it is.
read it. She says Spence, a DeSoto native, certainly has a new fan in Dallas
Yes, that's the
Cowboys
one.
owner Jerry Jones. as the fight helped him his world show off his world headquarters at the Ford Center. It also was another knockout for Jones, the businessman. Jones bought all the seats to the fight and needed 9 million. What is that? 9,000 in
Yeah,
attendance to break even.
post it though. Can you post it?
She Destiny.
That's
I
what
got.
the article I sent you though. That's for
I
the whole
know.
article.
I know. But what I'm telling you, for whatever reason, my phone at this moment is not cooperating. I have sent things from my phone to my email all the time. Right now, it's not even showing me an
Mine
option.
is today.
So
It's
I don't know why
AT&T.
it's doing that. I don't
It's
know.
AT&T.
It could be AT&T,
It's definitely
but
AT&T. I'm trying to tell you.
but
It's
I'm gonna definitely send it to my email so I can bring it on the computer and then put it in queue, and I'm gonna always have it up there to show folks. I definitely want to show them that he brought some seats. Goddamn. ATL, what you say about that? Extra O, man, look, extra O, I'm gonna need you to charge your phone up. He always running out of juice when he on here.
Hell no.
But
Yeah.
ATL, like it literally says that, right? Miss T she read the article to you. He brought every single ticket. Every ticket for Lil Buddy. Every last ticket.
It said
You
nine
never
thousand
if
even.
Warren Buffett brought every ticket for goddamn Bud, never hear the end of it on YouTube. Never. Miss T,
That
will we ever hear the end of it?
I think they would make hay out of it, but I'm surprised I never heard of it. But I'm thinking
I got
you heard of it, Destiny, because you in Texas.
No, that's not why I heard of it.
a Reginald
Not
said
why.
they're fighting Bud
Cause
versus
they
Earl.
a fan. I'm a true fan though. I'm a true fan of Bud. So I have to always look for like. No, I'm gonna tell you the truth though. Let me stop playing. My mommy told me.
Yeah, no.
She told me that. My
He
mommy
told
told me
you.
that. She
Hell
told me
no.
that. I looked into it and I'm like, oh my god, my mommy is right.
Oh,
That's crazy.
sometimes mamas be dropping nuggets. I
Nobody
Man,
know.
want to hear that, Mitzi. Nobody want to hear that.
No,
she
I
dropped.
was like,
She dropped a jewel. She dropped a whole jewel on me. Yeah,
this
yeah, yes, she
the
did.
cute
Let me
little
stop playing
nile
with
right
y'all.
there. But
Yeah,
look,
my
I,
mommy.
some of them reports and some of them things about Spence, y'all get more, y'all more privy to because y'all right there in
Hey,
Texas.
I got a
No,
question.
but I wasn't though, because I don't.
You ain't deal
Girl,
with them.
I do not follow that man. You know, I'm not from there. I'm not from here. I just happen to live here. But
Hey,
I
what's
Okay.
I am a big, Crawford supporter.
if
And
Yes.
Wilder come back? Who should he fight?
who? Who's
If
that?
Wilder come back,
Andy Ruiz. I honestly think that's a
He's
good fight
gonna
for
fight
him.
Luis Ortiz.
yeah,
No,
September
Ruiz
4th.
Ortiz, no, for a third time. No, no, no. Man,
No,
Andy
they.
Ruiz
Miss T.
Andy Ruiz is about to fight Luis Ortiz September 4th. Isaac
Yeah,
Cruz gonna be on that card too. Hellenius wants to fight Wilder. I think Wilder should fight whoever he want to fight, but definitely wait on the winner of Usyk and Joshua.
I think he
Um,
should fight Daniel Du Bois.
no.
For
Honestly,
real?
can I pick the person though, Miss T though?
What's
I'll
up?
only say like not Luis Ortiz though, because Luis Ortiz is Cuban, right, y'all? Anybody who knows me knows, like, my biological father is Cuban. They
Mhm.
are not what they say they are when they come to America. Their ages are not never actually ever correct. They're much older or even younger. They're either older or younger than what they say they are when it comes to America because they don't have no birth certificates. So they just make up dates and birthdays and birth years for them.
But the
So
only person that beat Ortiz was Wilder.
no, Ortiz never beat Wilder.
No,
No,
I
he
said the
said
only
the
person that
only
beat
person.
Ortiz was Wilder.
Not
Yeah.
he cannot. Ortiz cannot beat Wilder. Wilder already knocked him out twice. Stop it.
No,
That's not what he's
that's
saying,
not what I'm
Destiny.
saying. I said the only person that um Ortiz lost to, lost to was Wilder.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I think the only person that can beat Wilder is Ortiz. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Got you.
She
Come on
ready to
now.
Yeah.
cut you. She ready to cut you.
You know I fuck with the king.
He's
Come
not.
on now.
No, he's not younger than me. No, he's not younger than Miss T neither. He looks older than
Who?
both of us. Stop it.
Luis Ortiz.
Yes. Have you
Mm.
Did you see his grandpa body?
I think he's 44.
Stop it.
Listen. I did recently see the profile, meaning the side version of his body, and I was like, "Who is?" I had to do a double take.
That's
But
fucked up.
let me tell you, at the Danny Garcia fight, did Laura have on makeup? Cause he looked hella young.
Danny
And
I
Garcia?
ain't
Laura's
seen
supposed to be at the Danny
You mean
Garcia
that was
fight when they were
Ugas?
showing the
That was
audience.
Ugas. That was Ugas.
No, that was that. Listen, Destiny, I know who I saw. That was Laura in the audience. The
I didn't see
Ugas was
her.
too, but
Sorry, I did
Laura
not see
was
her.
there too. You
Ain't
gotta go
Laura the
back
one
and
that
watch.
got beat up by Fondora?
I don't know if they fought yet. Did they fight?
No, Laura and
They,
Fondora never fought.
Fondora, the one who beat his face up. It had memes and shit.
That
No,
was
no.
Lubin.
Laura fought, Fondora.
That was Lubin ATL.
Oh, Lubin. Yeah, you're right. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. My fault, Lord.
Laura was in the audience as well as Ugas, as well as a whole lot of people, but Laura was in the audience. We watched the fight. I played the fight that weekend. We watched it together. I think DJ was up in here, Jerry, and somebody else. We all was watching the fight, and they was like, I think Jerry is ahead of us. Like his show was playing like 30 seconds ahead of me, and DJ was like 10 or 15 seconds ahead of me. But when they showed Laura, I was like, where? And then they showed him on the camera. I was like, is it me or did that nigga had on makeup? You know what I'm saying? We
Clarissa
couldn't hear
Shields.
you. She all broke up. Would you say that? Yeah, you kind of broke up.
That's the only person they showed me. Like, the only person I saw was Ugas.
I promise you, Destiny, he was on there.
No, I believe
He
you.
was
I
on there.
100% believe you. I just did not see him. That's all I'm saying, though. I just did not see him.
Yeah.
The quote. Hey,
Look,
I
y'all
can wait
taking
for the
turns with y'all phone messing up. Everybody got AT&T phones.
straight up. Smooth stamp.
AT&T, the ops, they infiltrating. Like when yours will mess up, Destiny, then you will get cleared. Then ATL's will mess up, then he get cleared. Golly. Like, wow. Reginald said, do you guys like the Woke Shield? Yeah, we like her.
No, I'm fucking with the Guope. She finna whoop Savannah Marshall ass.
I'm glad it's gonna be on ESPN.
Mhm.
And then Reginald say, I love to see Ortiz versus AJ. You know, Eddie Hearn is gonna protect AJ as long as he can.
He's supposed to been fought AJ.
He supposed to have for a while.
Ortiz.
Eddie Hearn ain't gonna let. I just love it how that's one of my stories today. I said I just love it how Eddie Hearn always act like he Wilder daddy or he can guide Wilder.
Like 3 times.
He what?
He was AJ mandatory like 3 times. They paid that shit off.
Come here.
Would you say Destiny?
I'm sorry. I'm not talking to y'all.
Yeah. But he always do that. Y'all, Wilder should fight Chisora. Mind your business, Eddie. Mind your motherfucking business. You is not his manager. You're not his promoter. But you know, Eddie walk around like he the unofficial promoter / manager of Wilder. I mean, all the time. Get off this dude nuts. Like, I mean, it be that's the one thing about Eddie I cannot stand. And you know what? Since Wilder been quiet and laying back, I started liking Eddie a little bit, but now I don't like his ass today. Because it's Team Wilder over here. So let me see what the fights we got coming up.
Exactly.
Colin versus Mariaga. I don't know who these folks is. They're gonna be on ESPN Plus August 6th, 2 p.m. Smith versus O'Mason on the Zone August 6th, 2 p.m. Of course, the Robin and Jake Paul fight was postponed or canceled or whatever. And then you got Virgil Ortiz Jr.
And
versus McKinsey.
Serrano fight postponed too.
This, yeah, all the fights got. I think Badu Jack was on there too. I
Yep.
think all of them lost out. Or Ortiz versus McKinson. We talking about Virgil Ortiz. That's gonna be August 6th,
Virgil
9
Ortiz
p.m. on
Jr.
the zone.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I want to see that Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Yeah, that's gonna be August 6th, 9 p.m. on the zone.
That's
Um
Saturday.
yeah, oh yeah, it's 3 fights coming up. Well,
Yeah,
4.
he's
Yeah, 3
fighting. I
fights.
forgot who he's fighting on. Who's that little buddy fighting Virgil Ortiz, little Junior, whatever his name is.
He fights
I
That
don't
nigga,
like.
somebody named McKinson.
I don't
Named
like him though.
McKinson.
Honestly, I do not like the little Virgil boy. I just
he,
do not. I disagree. 100% disagree.
he coming in and go for your head.
I mean, that's fine and all, but that does not mean he's like some like elite boxer.
Oh
We
no,
seen
he,
fighters
he,
that do that.
Between him and Conor Ben, Virgil Ortiz and Conor Ben, I would pick Conor Ben to win.
hey,
I
didn't
just
he
No,
beat Errol Spence in the amateurs?
who Conor Ben?
No, Virgil Ortiz.
I don't even think he the same age group as Earl Spence. I don't know.
He said
no,
in
he's
the
not.
amateurs, or
He's
he
not the
beat
same.
somebody.
He ain't beat no Earl Spence though, because Earl Spence was like who beat Earl Spence was Castano. It was not
Okay,
Virgil Ortiz this year.
you're
Yeah,
right. You're right.
yeah, yeah.
Then next
Virgil
week we
Ortiz.
got T.O. Fimo. He'll be back. T.O. said the takeover is back. I don't know who this guy
About to
Yeah,
Kemba
see
is.
buy
That's on
takeover. Buy the
ESPN Plus
takeover.
August 13th. And then on August 20th, which are y'all buying the Usyk Joshua 2 fight?
No, no me. I
I ain't
refuse to buy
buying it
it.
either.
The first
I'm gonna
fight
let
though,
I'm gonna let them
go
have
ahead,
that
Chrissy.
sausage party. I'm gonna let them have that sausage party in Saudi Arabia. 'Cause that's what it's
In
gonna
the
be.
first fight though, my baby, Anthony Joshua said he didn't care if he won the fight anyway. So he told us everything we needed to know anyway. He said, I didn't care if I won this fight anyway. He was like, I don't care if I lose this fight. So he already told us that he don't care nothing about fighting no more. He's just in it for the paycheck. Who
Yeah,
wants to
then
see
he
this
come
man
out
fight
if
again?
he win, he gonna give away the belts and shit.
I don't
It pretty
even know
much
how.
people. Who
I
says
don't
that
even
before a
know.
fight?
You know what I'm saying?
I
That
don't
shit
even
lame.
know how we gonna see the fight because it's on Sky Sports. It don't say no other network that we got. We don't have Sky Sports, so I
And you
don't
know
even know
what?
how we gonna see the fight. Mm.
Not my business though. Well, I'll read it. If I cannot, figure out how to watch it, I'll read it. F him.
I, I'm happy with the highlights for them too. Because like I said, they having it in Saudi Arabia.
If he
It's
has
a sausage
Robert
party.
Garcia,
Stay in
Robert
my
Garcia,
lane.
who's never ever trained a black. I mean, he's never ever trained a heavyweight. Who really recently just said some racist stuff against black fighters.
Yeah.
So why the hell like what you have as your trainer? But make it make sense, Sissy. But he also said before the very first fight before he fought Lil Buddy. I don't care if I lose this fight. Who says that? What champion boxer says that I don't care if I lose this fight? That means
Mm-mm.
he don't care about boxing, period. All he's in there is
Yeah,
for a paycheck. Just say that
he's
then.
not focused.
Yeah,
Now,
stop wasting
now,
everybody's time.
Broner versus Figueroa is gonna be Showtime August 20th. Even though Broner get on my goddamn nerves, I'm gonna watch that fight.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's gonna be at 9 p.m. And then Navarrete versus Baez, ESPN Plus, August 20th. I don't care about this KSI and Wasabi. I don't know, who these fuckers is.
I know who
Um,
KSI is. That's the one who fought against like one of those damn
oh, brothers.
Jake Paul brothers. He fought
Mhm.
against one of Jake Paul brothers.
Then you got Pedraza versus Comey, ESPN Plus, August 27th at 10 p.m. Liam
Nobody
Smith
wants to see that.
versus Joaquinho on Sky Sports, September 3rd. I ain't even gonna tell y'all the time.
Which Liam
Ruiz,
Smith though? How many Liam Smith? I believe it's like two Liam Smith, maybe one.
the only one I know about is from Europe.
Yeah, I
Ruiz,
know that's what I'm saying though, but it might be like two. Like somebody was like at one. It was like a Liam Smith. I'm not sure if it's the same Liam Smith that Little Buddy fought. Your boy Cinnamon fought. I know Cinnamon fought like the whole Smith family from England,
it might
but
be.
it's the same
I
Liam.
don't know.
Okay,
It
Hey, I
might
love
be. I don't know.
make a run, man.
I ATL, thanks for joining. I'm gonna finish out this This
Things-
itinerary. Then I'm gonna close shop too. Ruiz versus Ortiz gonna be on September 4th. Isaac Cruz gonna be on that one. Shields versus Marshall. Sky Sports ESPN Plus September 10th. And then Canelo and Triple G, the Zone pay per view September 17th at 9 p.m. And Stevenson versus Kasey Cal. That's Shakur Stevens ESPN Plus September 23. Bob know that we don't like no goddamn ESPN Plus. Yeah, he keep putting it up there. But
Mhm.
that's it. What's your final thoughts? What's your final thoughts?
Shout out to my baby, again to Southern T. Shout out to him. Shout out to like any fighter that gets in the ring. It don't matter, whatever, because this is definitely risky. It's definitely deadly. And shout out to Miss T, like to always holding down, like one of the only female ladies that's doing this YouTube thingy for boxing, because we don't have too many. She's the only one, y'all. Y'all gotta support her. And she's not biased. She's not racist. She's not sexist. She's not nothing. Miss T just loves the sport. Y'all gotta show some love, please, and thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you, thank you for repping me. It's a few of us out there, but yeah, it's
I don't
not
know if
many
I
of
did
us.
too.
She said, "Hi."
I truly
It's
don't.
I know. I know. I was just saying, Uh, but yeah, thank y'all and thank you, Destiny, for shouting me out and asking them for the support. Yeah, and listen. I haven't done this in a while. I normally had it. I don't know if you ever saw this, Destiny. I'd be like, stay tuned for this commercial from my sponsors.
Oh, Miss T, and also post what I showed you about the whole payola thing, because I don't nobody else doubting
I'm
us
I'm
about the
I'm,
payola
de-
thing.
I'm definitely gonna put that up and say your name and everything. Um,
No, don't say
I'm
my
definitely
no, don't say my please don't say, yo, Miss T, do not say my name. Just put it up. Do not say
with
you ain't gotta
the
say my name. You ain't gotta give me no you don't have to give me no credit for nothing, Miss T. Please don't do that. I only do this because I'm trying to promote your channel. I want people to see like what I know and see what you know. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not that, it's not this.
yeah,
And this
it's just
ain't
a
that and
habit.
that ain't this.
It's no,
Yeah,
it's a
but
habit.
you got but Miss T, you ain't gotta do
You
that for me.
always cite. I won't if you don't want me to, but I say
Yeah,
you always
don't do
cite
it.
your sources.
You ain't
That
you want to
commercial.
but you cannot even cite me as the source though, because I'm not really the source.
Well,
I'm the
you my
source of the
source.
source. Yeah, I'm
You
not the
are my
source.
source. That's all I'm saying. But hey, did
I
you
mean, I
notice
guess
my
if you
commercial?
want to say it like that one, but it's
That's
actually
all I
from
was
the
gonna say.
Star
That's all,
Gazette.
that's all I was gonna say. Did you
Oh,
did
okay.
you notice my commercial?
I saw it. I saw it. I
Yeah.
love it.
What did you pick out of it?
I
Because
just saw like some pink stuff, and somebody was
no,
talking.
look,
I just saw some
I'm gonna
pink.
play it one more time. I'm gonna
Okay,
see if
okay,
you
okay.
picked up.
Let me see it.
All right.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
What you see? What you see?
1,200 subscribers open to the 48 shipping on me. Oh, so TV. I love it.
Yeah, I'm giving away when I get 1,200 subscribers. When I get to that number, as soon as I get to it, whether we on live or not, I'm going to pose like 5 questions that people got to answer. If you've been watching me, you'll know the answers. I'm not gonna make it that difficult. And then
Hmm.
I'm gonna mail that TV out. It's a 55-inch Samsung Smart TV, uh,
That's a good
LED.
ass TV. That's a very good TV, y'all.
Oh, I spent money on it, y'all. And it's
Yeah.
in the that's in my house downstairs. And that's the TV. I'm gonna give it away from the show. From Boxing Fans Talk TV. But every time I play that commercial, and I said, well, stay tuned for a word from our sponsors. And I
But
play it,
you know
people
what?
don't pick
That's
up everything.
you know what though, Miss T? Some people have to
Mhm.
ask like be their own sponsors. But I've seen that like a couple of times. Like some of like my little murder porn channels I watch.
Mhm.
Murder porn, y'all, for people who know what murder porn is, it's not real porn. It's just like, the how do you say it, Miss T? The murder porn. It's like,
I,
the
I
Irish
honestly
investigation.
don't know. I
It's
don't
like
know.
action investigation. Like the I don't know the kind of the Paul Zahn channels or Keith Morrison channel. What he does, like they go over like murder cases and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
That's it's
I
more.
don't watch it.
Yeah,
You
it's
talking about
called
like
murder. I mean, like the
investigation?
little nickname is called murder porn.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what I.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She talking
So
about like
a
the
lot.
first 48, not the first 48, but
Yeah,
Criminal
yeah,
Minds,
yeah. That's what
and
it's
stuff
first.
like that. Okay.
Yeah, first 48. No, first 40 is actually like documentaries though. It's not like the fake stuff.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
look,
definitely yeah.
it depend on how sick and sadistic the shit is. I can't
No,
watch stuff like that.
first 48 would definitely be murder porn because that's why they call it first 48. Like it's like for murder or whatever. That's what.
Mm.
Well, that's what I understand how murder porn goes.
Yeah.
I can definitely be wrong. Y'all correct me
No,
because I'm
you
old.
good. That's
No,
not my
but, but people might correct me though because that's what my son said that I always watch.
mm.
Richie always
Oh,
say
okay.
like, "Oh, mom, you watch murder porn." So, so I don't know. So I'm just going by like this young people stuff. But I
Oh,
love murder
okay.
porn, and like a
Oh, okay.
lot of murder porn panel, a lot of murder porn channels I watch on YouTube. They do
Mm.
their own like promotions, and that's what you should be doing to promote
Oh,
her.
that's what
Like
you
y'all
said.
support
Yeah.
this.
I
Yeah,
support and
support this.
they supporting it, girl. Every day I get a new subscriber. Here lately, I've been getting a new
I
subscriber. See, like every
whoa.
day, at least one. But it's coming. It's gonna come. Reginald said, "I hope I win."
Uh, Rational, you know what? The way you've been talking, mad stuff. I hope you win too. I hope you win too, and I hope
Yeah.
like she has like Bud like Bud name and Bud face all over that damn thingy once you get it.
And I'm gonna mail it to anywhere in the 48. I ain't mailing it to Alaska or Hawaii, nor
Or
the Virgin
Portugal.
Virgin Islands or anywhere in the Caribbean. On any U.S. territory. If you in the 48, I got you. I'll mail it to you. My treat all the way. But y'all better help me get some subscribers. You better go get a label, put a sticker on your car, and every time y'all see somebody, tell them to subscribe because I'm not
Missy,
doing it until
how
I
are you
reach
supposed to get a
1,200.
sticker if you're not showing nobody how they supposed to get a sticker?
You say you supposed to get a sticker?
How you supposed to get a sticker to put on your car if you don't show nobody to get a sticker?
Y'all can go get it. Y'all see my emblem? You see this
No,
emblem on the
I don't
corner?
see. So you saying like us to go get the stickers made?
Well, if you're gonna put it on your car when you want to get
No,
it
you're
done,
supposed to
like
get the stickers made yourself and then for us to buy them.
oh, but then I don't have that merchandise thing set up yet. I ain't got that going on yet.
Okay, once you
We
get that
talk
set
we
up,
talking we talking about getting me to like 1,200. I'm giving away a free TV,
that's
and
true.
I
That's true. That's true. But
once
Miss
I
C,
do
like
that, then I
buy
do
the stickers too. It's a
maybe
good thing.
when I start branching out, I don't know. Maybe when I start
You know
making money,
what?
when I
Just, Trick though. Trick is the one who put me on you to put me put me onto you. Trick did. Yo,
trick who
yes,
trick notes.
yes,
Oh, I
Miss
like
C.
him, man. He know a lot of shit.
Yes, and he's the one who put me onto you. And Trick is, I'm definitely like, that's my dude. That's like me and him
Yeah,
mad cool,
yeah.
y'all. We mad cool, y'all. That's what I'm saying.
He
We
be
mad
he be on
cool. No, no.
he be on he be on Drew Titan show, right?
Yeah, he do. Yes, 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 ma'am. Yes,
Yeah, I like the
ma'am.
fellas over
Yes,
there.
ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't know
So
I
Miss
consider
T,
it an honor. If he's watching, I consider it an honor. You
yeah,
know, I
he's
think he's very
he's
knowledgeable.
the reason why I started watching you. He is definitely the reason why I started watching, like followed you and everything. And then once
Oh,
you like
okay.
me, you started like conversing back and forth. I was like, oh my God, man, we have so much in common. I just did not convey my message the way that you did, as
Centos,
well as you did.
Centos, Centos even advocated for us to meet up on the YouTube or whatever. Centos too on Cal
Mhm.
show.
And yeah, Sensibles do too. But Sensibles, I don't think he has a channel on either. I think he or Trick have a channel. I don't think neither one will have a channel, right?
He was Centos channel is kind of Cal's channel, or they work it together.
Yeah, yeah. It's the boxing section.
Yeah.
So that's not really Central's channel, though. That's definitely Kyle's
But
channel.
at nighttime, but Sento's running.
Yeah, I mean, at
You feel
times,
me?
though, when Central's not on the road, though, when Central's not on the road and he's like, like cut
Mm,
off or whatever. So it's like levels to these things. But yes,
yeah,
shout out to Central's and shout out to Trick.
yeah.
But Trick was the one. Maybe it was not even Trick. It's probably Central's actually told me about you. No, you know what? It was Central's. It was not even Trick.
I was gonna say, well, either way, Trick, if you out there, you can watch me too, because I consider it an honor. I know he's knowledgeable. I caught him a couple of times. He knows a lot. So if he was watching me, I was like, wow, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Central's, honestly. But I do know Trick watches you too, though, because he actually mentioned your name. But I do, yeah, I believe it's Trick. I mean, I'm sorry, Central's that, like, told me
Yeah,
that you're supposed to be my, like, yeah. So, because he said, like, yeah, we both like support Bud or whatever, and he does too. But
yeah.
he's neutral, kind of like, he's more
Hmm.
Bud than Spence, but still
Yeah.
neutral.
Yeah, it's
Um,
all good. It's all good out here. It's all good. We
how you feel about Bud? I mean, how you feel about Spence? Are you neutral on him too?
with Spence, I like Spence, but I think Bud is better. What you
I
mean?
mean, I agree with that though. I'm just saying though, like overall, like period.
I like him as a boxer. I've always did. I don't like. I started to have a bad taste in my mouth with this back and forth between Bud fans and Spence fans, and
Mhm,
I think that they treated Bud highly unprofessional, like even with the professional fight like Spence and them, but also
mhm,
unfair
mhm,
in the YouTube community, and they just treated Bud wrong. I really felt that, and I sat back and listened for for like almost 2 years, and it was all fun and dandy, and I didn't see the humor in it at all, and so then when you looking at it like at face value, Bud is a better fighter. He just is,
mhm,
and I said, well, maybe that's why that they treating him like a dog because you know they know he's better. He's a better fighter. But in the end, we don't know who gonna win. I can't say Bud gonna get in there 100% beat Spence. I can't say Spence gonna be in there 100% beat Bud. I know that they better give their all and everything. I know that Bud has been trying for 4 years, and I feel like the game and all that stuff has been on Spence's side. That's how I
mhm,
feel. So
mhm,
it's not the end of the world. Like I just kind of rocked with something Spence said when Danny brought up the fact that they didn't feel 50% whatever, and I was thinking him physically feeling. I wasn't even thinking mentally. And then when he cried after his performance this past Saturday, I said, "Oh, he was talking mental." I said, "Okay, I stand corrected." I corrected myself right then because I just like Spence said, man, later for that shit. Spence won fair and square. Spence was the better man that night. You didn't win. I don't know why. And I was telling my reasons like Danny seemed like he hesitated or whatever when he fought Spence. But
mhm,
then somebody in my
mhm,
chat just said, I think tonight that Spence, or somewhere I heard where Spence actually said some derogatory shit to Danny. Like, like I don't give a fuck about somebody rich with a problem or something. So I don't know the exact words, but I said, oh, wait a minute. And here I did the other day say, yeah, I completely rock with Spence. No, I do not rock with Spence when he devalues and put down people. I don't. I don't. I'm just saying.
Miss T, honestly, I can definitely get what Errol Spence is coming from though. Because the reason why I'm saying that though, because it was Danny Garcia that started calling out Earl Spence. Well, Earl Spence, like, was dealing with, like, through his like little drunk stuff, like his little car accident or whatever. That's when Danny Garcia like started like saying his name. So Spence like, okay, you keep saying my name. Although Bud had been calling his name forever, but he knew what the lightweight was. You know what I'm saying? Like the easy meats they say. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew what it was. So he was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna dress little Buddy. And you know what the excuse was gonna be? Oh, he was on the same side of the street. So he went
But
on the same side of, in quotation marks, same side of the street with little Buddy, Danny Garcia.
And Keith
But Danny
Thurman, let's not
Garcia was
forget.
definitely the one, saying his name, and he was definitely the one, like, putting all the energy out of there. And you
But
got you
they
go
was
ahead,
gonna
baby.
fight. You said something about after the fight. I mean, after the car accident, Danny and Spence was supposed to fight before. But go ahead.
No, they was never supposed to like be fight before. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
it's because Spence said, like, I wanted to fight him or whatever. But then it all of a sudden became like a mandatory. Mind you, Spence's last real mandatory was like 2018 against Ocampo. And that's when he had like Jerry Jones buy all his tickets for his fight. Was in 2018. So that was like, but then they made it like a mandatory in quotation marks for him to fight, little buddy. What's little buddy name? The Garcia boy, Danny Garcia. But Danny Garcia has to, like, what I'm saying, like, you cannot. I do agree with what Spence saying, like, don't be making all these excuses though, because after the fight, he did not have the same energy after the fight. He said, like, oh yeah, Spence won fair and square. He didn't say nothing about no, I was so depressed and all this. But when you was calling him out before the fight, you ain't say nothing about, like, you know what? He ain't do like, Ryan Garcia said, like, he had anxiety. He ain't do none of that. What he said was, I want to fight little buddy. And then he fought little buddy, he lost. And honestly, it probably could have been like even a closer fight if Danny Garcia would let his hands go. And he was
Yeah,
not fighting so flat. I mean, like, it just, I don't even understand though.
he
Honestly,
was
he
hesitant.
could have had a draw. Go ahead, Sissy.
No, I was just saying, I was agreeing with you. He hesitated, and that's what I mean by he was when you said he didn't throw his hand, but I was like he was hesitating the whole time. Even when he threw the hands, there was a hesitation, and I'm not used to seeing that out of Danny. But
That's because,
from my
go
understanding,
ahead,
they
I'm sorry.
were going to fight before the car accident, and after the fight, Spence kept that. So that's why everybody was like, "Oh, you're fighting the top echelon fighter." I at first hearing of Angel and Danny's saying something about how they was 50%. I said the same thing to you saying. I said the same thing that Spence said. But now that the way Spence has said it, either I don't know what to make of him. It's almost like to me, and maybe y'all will say that I'm overly critical of Spence, but he puts his foot in his mouth all the time. You don't have to say something about your rich motherfucking ass. I don't know what he said. It was something negative, like who gives a fuck about a rich person having problems. Now, if he could have been saying there's people out here that got problems, at least you got money, you can go get help. I don't know. But
Honestly,
When Danny
so,
clarified that it was a mental issue, then that's when Spence first spoke out. But I just don't like his
me too.
delivery.
You know
If
how
he
mean I am too. And like, my background. You and I talk like, offline or whatever. I kind of understand what Earl's saying though, because you can have that same energy like when you're supposed to have like your mental illness beforehand. You had a totally different energy. And then, I do not like the boy Spence. Y'all know I do not like Finding Nemo. I never liked Finding Nemo. I never liked him. But in Finding Nemo's defense though, you had a different energy beforehand. And then when you got in the ring with little buddy, you act like you didn't know how to like throw your hands, period. You act like you know what to do. Maybe
but
Spence really
if he say he had a mental issue, I'm just one of
maybe
them
Spence
people
really
like
has heavy hands. Maybe Spence really has heavy hands like they say he do.
but I'm just saying, like Danny explained and made more clear after his fight this past Saturday. For me, I'm not gonna make light of his mental issue. It can happen to anybody. It can happen to Spence. It can happen to Bud. It happened to AJ. It's a lot of people. Like until you ever experience anxiety or panic attacks or anything, you really, 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 if you got to know what you're talking
Misty,
about.
I know exactly what you're saying though. But again, with little buddy, he did not exhibit none of those things. And Miss T, you know damn well what those things look like. He did not exhibit none of those. What
He didn't
he
tell
lost
us.
fair and square.
He
He
didn't
lost fair
tell
and
us.
square. So
He
he
did, and
lost fair.
I said on that part, but the negative remark, like I said, Spence is more of an introvert, in my opinion. When he
He
goes negative, it doesn't mesh well with his character. Maybe that's why I be on him and all that. This was it a man talking? Did I just hear a man? Um, maybe it's his. Like some people can like Rolly. Rolly can get away with saying stupid ass shit and derogatory shit about people, and nobody takes him seriously. But when Spence said, because it's not him, you can tell it's not really him. And it just always come off bad. It's like, I know there's certain things I can do and certain things I can't. But, like I said, when Spence go negative, it's just not a good look. And he went negative. He could have said that a whole lot of ways. I don't want to critique everything the man say, but I mean, like I said, and you can't look at people and say what's wrong with them or not. People can hide anything. They don't have to explain neither to everybody what's going on with them. But when he let that shit out after the fight, Danny Garcia wasn't faking. That was real. And guess what? This kind of routine and all this pressure that these boxers have to face, trying to get ready for a fight and facing a fighter, that shit will break anybody down mentally, eventually, over time. And it was time for Danny to have his breakdown.
Miss T, though, he been taking L's left and right when he moved to 147. 147 was never like no weight class supposed to be that. He like beat the Adrian Granadas dude, right? To like win like whatever he won. Same thing he's doing like a 154. We know at 154, Danny Garcia is not going to beat the likes of a Castano. He's not going to beat the likes of Jermell Charlo. He is definitely not going to be Fundor. He's not going to be the Tim Tszyu dude. Danny Garcia, I mean, 140 was his like, that was his like, claim to glory. But anything beyond that, he has not had a knockout since when, Ricky Lake? Since Moses parted, the Red Sea. Like, let's be realistic, sissy. Like, he's trying to like put all this like his loss on Earl Spence. And maybe Earl Spence not articulated, the best way. Like, I don't articulate everything I want to say the best way.
That's all I was saying. That's all I was saying. I'm not mad at Earl for feeling like excuses. I do not like when Earl go negative. It is not a good look. It doesn't look right. And I can't, for me, I'm a fan that can't stand it. I can't be the only one that think it just look crazy. And then in the sense, if that's what you mean for him, then you mean that for all the mental people or people who got mental issues.
But you know what? I 100% agree with you though, because you know what? I have so many people like saying like so many negative things about me the way I address things. Like I'm always left. I'm a completely left person. This is like the most toned down version I think you've probably ever seen of me.
Yeah.
Right?
When you come here, you're a little bit more calm and toned down. Basis like when I base this on is when I see you in other shows. You're a lot more calmer here than you are other places. Is that a stretch?
I mean, a little bit, because the last time I was on your show, like the little buddy that was on here telling good lies and alibis, I was not feeling him.
I mean,
I was not feeling little buddy.
Even people that watch the show and watch you on other shows, like my mom, she'll say, "Oh, she was calm and on this show," but like I don't know if it's the setting. I don't know if the people do they get under your skin. I really don't know, but
it's because there's a whole lot of men and they attack me, and I always have to like prove like everything I say. I have to like pull up facts. They don't question other men like they do me, Miss T. I don't like the sexism. I think that's what it is, because you're not a sexist, because you're another lady. You understand where I'm coming from? Damn well, if I'm saying something, I'm not telling you good lies and alibis. If I tell you something, like pretty much I have like the proof to go with it. So I'm definitely gonna find you the thing when Lil Buddy was talking about like $50,000 Blu-ray. I'm definitely gonna find it for you. And I'm gonna show it to you. So,
look, I'll play it on here. I'll play it on here because some shit I missed, but I'm like, whoa, like whoa.
Yeah,
But in the end, people, when we talk about mental illness, we can't see inside a person. We can't even qualify or quantify why they tell us when they tell us after the fact. But when Danny's father was talking about it, I said I stand corrected because I felt like he was saying how I feel, like my body ache or my body sore, and I'd be like, look, you knew when the fight was, you supposed to be ready. But then after his fight this weekend, he was saying it was more mental, and I said, oh, and Danny wasn't faking. So
I'm not feeling that. I'm just not feeling that, sissy. I'm sorry.
mm,
I feel like that he's making like, you know what? He did not say that immediately after that fight. He didn't say like, you know what? He did not say that before the fight. He didn't say like, you know what? I'm feeling like mentally, drained. I don't know if I really. At least like, shout out to Ryan Garcia. As much as you want to like dry little buddy, at least
ooh,
he admitted like, you know what? I am
hate
not
that.
feeling mentally stable.
I do not like that dude. I think he was bullshitting with his mental
I know
illness.
I miss you, but you know what? I 100% agree with you. But at least he even said it though. But now all of a sudden that Danny Garcia is like, oh yeah, I wasn't. But bruh, if you know you're not feeling well or whatever, you're not mentally feeling well. But you know what? I've definitely been in that place too, though. You know what? Let me just shut up because I've definitely been in that same place. Too.
Look, look,
Yeah,
look
I've
what
definitely.
Birdman said. Birdman, she gonna find it, Birdman. I'm gonna play it. He said, "You better not find it," and Miss T, you better not play it. He talking about the Blu-ray thing. She gonna find it,
Miss T,
Birdman.
Miss T, I'm gonna find it though, Miss T. One thing for sure, one thing for certain, two things for sure. When Destiny say something, Miss T, do I not come through for the most part?
Yeah, she gonna find it, y'all. She gonna
It's
find it.
one
She
thing for
definitely gonna.
certain, two things for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
she gonna
yeah.
come through with it, and I'm gonna play it,
And
whether
please do not
y'all
get mad
like it or
about
not.
this.
And
Do
I'm gonna
not get mad
play it.
about this.
I'm gonna play it all through the program. He
Miss
said,
T, do not
"I
do
think
that.
we
Because you
all
know what?
have mental days, good or bad. Yeah, we do."
Miss T,
Mm.
please do not do that because they already hate me on YouTube. They already all the men hate me on YouTube anyways, because
Listen,
I don't go with men. Miss T, always, I do not play with men on YouTube.
but I would say this: I can only be authentically me. You gonna either like me or you don't like me. That's not my concern. I do what I like to do. I'm not a money hungry person. I'm not doing it for greed, and I have integrity, and I care about how I sound. I'm an educated person, and I always like to sound educated or live as an educated person. And so it don't matter, like when I think about people hating or being down, they hated Jesus. They I'm not
Mhm.
comparing myself to Jesus. I'm just saying if they
It's
do it to him, they gonna do it to me. I can't be concerned with that type of stuff.
Miss T,
If it's the truth, it's the truth. I won't
Miss
take
T.
nobody lies. What's up? What's up, Destiny?
It's all about how you convey it, though. Like you was trying to tell me, like we have our private conversation. You be like, it's all about how you convey it. And a lot of times I do not come across very well. I do not convey my message very well. I just do not. Because the way the dudes talk, I'm gonna match your energy. I have energy for the same energy. But you trying to tell me like, Destiny's still a lady. You still cannot do the same things. But I don't have that same belief. I don't have that same energy. Because you're talking to me like complete bananas. So I can't go monkey shit with you neither. That's my
I mean,
energy.
it's okay. Like to each his own. I can only be me. I'm not knocking nobody for being them. I told you, Destiny. I don't knock you for being you. You can only be you. I can only be me. If she
Yeah.
come with truth, I'm gonna put it up there. Then the only thing, like, if you ever come, you Destiny or anybody else, give me some fugazi or something that's a lie, then your credibility is shot. And I'm gonna tell
Fact,
you to your
fact,
face or on here, I'm gonna be like, man, I ain't showing shit else. You say your credibility shot. I don't mind telling anybody that. But if you tell me something that's true and we all see the video, if she finds that video, because I've never seen it and I will like to see it, but it would definitely give me a different perspective. I mean, but if it's the truth shall, what they say, the truth shall set you free.
that's you say. Yeah, but Mr. You
Yeah.
already saw like I'm gonna show you though. I'm gonna show you right now too though. But let me let you go because I know you were trying to get off this thing forever anyways in a day. And you know what? Shout out to everybody who tuned on to my good sis, channel, whatever. And shout out to everybody like, who even listened to me tonight, like, who was not angry towards me or, had no kind of ill will towards me because the way I talk. But y'all gotta realize y'all men talk mad crazy too. And
Mm.
I'm gonna match energy for energy. And if y'all don't even talk crazy though, it's just how that's just me. I'm ex-military. I'm ex-army. I've been around men all my whole life. That's what I do. I talk crazy. I talk shit, and I swallow spit.
Mm.
And I could probably fight like some of y'all men, but some of y'all men I probably cannot beat. But with some of y'all I probably could beat, in a fight. But for the most part, it ain't even about that though. It's just just me. It's my energy. That's just who I am. That's just me. Love me or hate me, it is me.
All right, and y'all know me. I'm just laid back, cool. I'm that person. Like I don't even walk hard. I stroll. Like I don't know. I always been like that, laid back, cool. I ain't letting no stress get to me. Everybody be themselves. I respect you as yourself, and I respect your opinions and all that. It's not the end of the world. You're not gonna think like me, and you're not gonna be like me. We're not supposed to be the same. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't let things like that, teeter my scale either way. My scale's got to be balanced, and the best way I can be balanced is to be respectful and accepting of all, and be straight across the board, the same for everybody, and to check my emotions at the door. And so that's what I try to do. But Regina
And
said, as for
you always
me,
do that,
I love.
MST. You always do.
Regina
Yeah.
said, as for me, I love both you ladies. Please don't change. Fuck them haters. Birdman said,
All love,
got
Reginald. All love.
good damn
Oh.
show tonight, ladies. Thank you, Destiny, for coming through. Girl, when you find that video, just
Well, I'm gonna find it tonight. Damn, I'm gonna find it tonight because what?
send it to
I
my
got to prove
email.
my point. I
Send it
have
to
to prove
my
my point.
email. I know you do.
I got
You
to prove
crack
my
me up.
point.
You crack me up. This girl gonna drive herself crazy. Destiny, don't stay up all night trying to prove your.
You know what? And then I stay up all night now. That's a good. I mean, but I'm gonna find this tonight though. You best believe that one.
I
But
believe
anyways,
you.
good night, y'all. I love you,
Good
sis,
night.
and there
And
and
y'all,
all that good stuff.
exactly. When y'all know better, you do better. Peace.